Welcome to Starfinder, a new series from Ready Game Roll. We open on what's called the Terra Circular. It's basically a big interplanetary bus.
I'm so booked. I want to be this large, chunky, scary-looking Veem. Vesk?
I am a very small Isoki.
I am the Mark 1 prototype of the Magically Enhanced Robotic Learning and Integration Network. But you may call me Merlin.
All three of you, your comm devices ping a job, even though you are in transit, has just come up. It basically says, hey, we've got a vermin problem. In the ding, two beady eyes, just sort of reflecting what little light there is.
I will roll to forcefully grab this whole thing by the neck.
Reach down and just grab this thing by its throat.
I'm going to use part of my titanium cable line and just wrap it round and restrain him with it.
Just as you're interrogating the Skittermander, the entire ship jolts as if hit by something. Immediately over the loudspeaker comes a order to evacuate.
As soon as we threaten with death, I no longer care about this little creature.
We should spare it and bring it with us.
I go over and just pick it up as we start running towards the escape pods.
The second that it registers the port where people are seated, the escape pod launches. This pod just slams hard into the ground.
My shoulders are fucking dislocated. And my fucking knee bends the other way.
I'm going over to him and I'm casting Mystic Cure.
Fuck! As we left you guys off, you had quite a rough landing for everyone, especially, the Skittermander that you basically put in a box, and the rat that struggles in, high G environments. But somehow, partly through the efforts of your robot companion, you're all alive and you're all fairly healthy. As the door clicks and opens for you. You stare up at a clear blue sky. It's hot, it's dry. Those who maybe aren't so used to, this sort of weather immediately feel sweat starting to prickle on your skin. If you have skin. And if you can feel sweat prickling on your skin, and you don't have skin, maybe there's something going on there. But I'm not going to judge. Though also, if you do have skin, if you don't have skin, get skin. Skin. Anyway.
But I'm made of metal, why would I need skin?
Skin's good. Just
if anything, that would kind of be more creepy if I would had skin on me.
He's just a flayed one.
Yeah, it's just a bit broken. Thank you for the creature idea. But yeah, you all peek out of your escape pod, and for miles and miles is just sand and just arid, empty desert. Some dunes appear in the distance, almost like mountains and plateaus. So it's just featureless, desolate landscape. But in the very, very far distance, right on the horizon, you can maybe make out something, whether it's a distant sandstorm or some sort of man-made structure. You don't know. Is there anything you guys want to do, in around the escape pod for now?
I would like to check my internal comm unit to see if I can, to see basically if there's any signal on this planet.
Yeah, the signal is very, very. It's scrambled. Like there's some kind of signal, but it's, you don't think there's any chance of communicating much further than maybe to the next planet. And speaking of celestial bodies, the sun in the sky is huge. Like, if you've got any sort of knowledge of, planets and the way solar systems are formed, you'd know that just because of how big the sun in the sky is, you are quite close to this planet's parent star, which might explain why it's so goddamn hot. So yeah, there's that.
I turn around to my companions to say, "It appears we have found ourselves on a planet that has loads of poor communication systems."
Sobok thinks we should get to the nearest village stat.
Mince points at the giant fucking star and then says, no wonder you've got poor communications. There's a giant magnetic field right fucking there.
Indeed. Perhaps it should be ideal that we find shelter immediately. Perhaps we should investigate the structure that we might be able to that we have noticed in the distance.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I go to check on our little friend that brought with us. See how he's handling. They're handling the heat.
Did he survive?
Yeah. He technically shouldn't have, but
It kind of fudged the rules a little bit, but oh well, really cool.
Really cool story shit. But yeah, he's a bit rattled, a bit shaken up. You stuck him in a box.
The dude tried to kill us, so hey ho.
He was just defending his
hard to kill him, so.
Constantly, fuck you, not fuck you. But yeah, he looks up to you and just goes, there's shit around here, right?
Elaborate.
He just reaches down and there's just a few packets of rations and MRE stuff.
I'm gonna immediately rush over to the rations and claim them.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was meant to make you roll for that, but hey ho, story stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna say you find 10 ready-to-eat packs. So that's one bulk per.
I'm claiming them all.
Might I suggest that the three of you split them amongst yourselves equally, as I will do not require sustenance.
Mince is just.
Sobok is not hungry. I suggest we move on.
I mean, we could do that, but we have quite a good shelter right here. We could just wait.
What? Wait for what?
For dark? For just not the big fucking ball of heat and death up there.
Yes, but I happened to stumble across a extremely old laser disc on my time at the station, and
laser discs, yeah.
and
it featured a movie about a planet kind of like this, where at night there would be extremely dangerous creatures. I think it was a Vin Diesel movie actually.
Ah, yes, Sobok seen that one. Very, very good warrior.
So, perhaps we should move now before it gets dark.
I agree with the rodents. Let's go.
But also,
however, we must be cautious about nights, as some temperatures have been recorded in such desert planets that would drop below minus 15 degrees Celsius.
Cool. Do we perhaps DM? Would I know if there were any methods of cooling or like coolant or any kind of like water on board this shuttle, whether it be survival or for mechanics?
Go and make me a perception roll
Okay, 2 secs.
to have a little rummage around the pod.
I'm thinking more of like a structural thing, like do the thrusters or anything require coolant or anything like that?
Yeah.
Just something that I can salvage and reuse. Perception, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
Could I twist your arm and make it an engineering check instead?
I mean, you can do. Why not?
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
if you're rummaging around the guts of the thing rather than looking in boxes and shit, go ahead.
Yeah.
Engineering makes sense.
Okay. So what I'm adding to this is the total on a
Yeah.
D20 roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. I rolled a nat 1, so...
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, that's rough.
How do I immolate myself?
The coolant splooges in his eyes.
Chemical burns, just... Yikes.
Yeah, you're as you're rummaging around this place, you're pulling off things and rummaging around, and just you see something that might be of some promise, but as you go to stick your hand somewhere, you get a very, very sharp electric shock. Take 3 points of damage.
Hit point, stamina, resolve.
Stamina.
Okay. So that goes down to 1.
But yeah, you don't find anything that is really useful to you.
Sorry, I was trying to look for like some kind of mechanical thing that we could use to help us stay cool. But perhaps we can try and find some kind of solar power or something, or perhaps some kind of motorized thing to help us get across the sand. I don't know.
If we do require emergency shelter, I do have access to a mass-produced tent supply, which has internal temperature regulation.
I forgot you had one of those.
Okay. How many life forms can this tent contain?
That's a good fucking question. I know there's the mass-produced one, and there's another one. I'm not sure if they say how big they are.
Yeah, there's the mass-produced one, and I think it's called like a hotelier or something. Like it's like basically a magical hut. And I don't think it did say, how many. So I was just thinking 4, seeing as there's 3 of you, and I was expecting 4. So, yeah, I'll say 4.
Okay, so we know that Sobok counts as at least 3. And I count as maybe half, so does our new friend here. So I think that means that the robot has to stay outside.
I will take my armor off. Then I will be 2.5.
Okay, then we shall fit. The robot did not seem to take that to humor. Okay.
I'm gonna rummage around in my little backpack here, and I realize that I've got a beacon, and we currently lost, and it just makes sense that you activate a beacon when you're lost. So I'm gonna push it. Boop.
Okay.
I'll just put it back in the bag. Should I do anything? Should I roll for this? To
No,
boop something? Okay, cool.
You just, you've got your basically like an emergency beacon, and it's just now basically screaming out into the cosmos that you are here.
My ears are probably fucking drumming from like the sound waves.
Live pitch.
I mean, it's probably more like a
Radio waves or something.
Radio waves than actual sound waves. I imagine like there's some sort of electromagnetic frequency that your little rat brain's like, oh, what the hell is that? That's
The robot's probably picking it up more than me.
Yeah, but then also you live on a filthy, shitty space station, so you're used to just
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we perhaps try to make some kind of parasol to like at least reflect the sun a bit?
Why are we wasting time here? Sobok thinks we should head straight down there. You see in the distance? That's civilization.
Yes, but we do not wish to boil alive in the process.
We will be fine. Me and Sasha, I touch Sasha, and it's a little bit hotter than normal. And I'm like, perhaps it is good that we stay.
I do not believe it is ideal to wander the desert whilst wearing heavy plate armor that will heat up under the intense heat.
True warriors don't need climate control.
I mean,
I guess you are not a true warrior then.
I would like to put Sasha in the tent or somewhere safe in the shade. Boop. And then I'll help construct whatever mumbo jumbo these nerds are doing.
Wait, robot, do you have telescoping ocular receptors?
Unfortunately, that was not one of the resources that I was originally issued whilst venturing out on my journeys.
Okay. It's not the end of the world. You see, like, Mince is now like, he can't sweat because he's a fucking rat, but like he's like panting and like trying to like strip off some like clothes and things and like starting to get shaky.
I mean, rats do sweat more just from their hands.
Poor
little guy's super clammy in his hands.
Yeah, I'm clearly like frazzled and shit, rolling like a nat 1, getting electrocuted and shit.
Perhaps Perhaps we shall improvise with what we have. And I take out the tent that we have, and I kind of take part of basically the fabric of the tent and hold it above myself to provide shading.
Okay.
I'll help try and tie it on something because we're next to the ship that's crash landed. Surely we can tie it up on something like that.
What if Sobok carried it over Sasha above his head? Then we could have like a kind of lean-to thing with me and Fuzzball over here in the middle.
Sasha is not some sort of pole, some sort of tent. Sasha is a weapon and will only be used as a weapon.
Yes, and she is being a weapon against the sun. She is going to destroy that sun, destroy it good, by protecting us.
Maybe this will work.
If you think about it, Sasha is a weapon that requires Sobok, yes? If Sasha does not protect Sobok, then Sobok cannot use Sasha to unleash unruly murder upon your enemies, so...
You're making a good point here, Robot. I mean, fucking... I was gonna call you something rude, but then I thought, he's saying something nice, so I can't call him something rude, but I don't know his name. I only know you as the rodents.
My name is Mince.
Mince?
Yes.
Well, Mince,
Don't
you make
know
a good
if,
plan. Let's fuck the sun up.
I don't know if blatant manipulation is nice.
How long do I have to stand here holding this thing up, or how's it gonna work?
So I imagine what. So what were you saying before, Ron, was that we take the tent and then we, drag it behind us in a way that allows you and the little guy to be sheltered.
So
Use paint, boys. Use paint. Paint is our number one friend here.
So, this box is the tent cover, right? Then we have, because Sobok's taller, Sobok can be at the front, standing here, holding it up with Sasha, using Sasha to at least give it some width. And then we got you at the back, holding it with both your arms like this. And then you got me and the little dude in the middle, perfectly safe.
Right, that sounds good. Cool. Right.
DM, I'm assuming I can easily construct anything that needs to be constructed for this using my tool rig thing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna implement. I don't know if you guys have heard it. The concept of taking 20. So if you've got 20 spare minutes to do something, I'm not gonna make you roll for it, and you guys are stranded, so you've got all the time in the world.
Okay, sounds good.
So yeah, you've got this sort of weird moving gazebo.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have acquired a mobile form of shelter, shall we investigate the structure that we can see in the distance?
I'm up for it. What about the others?
I think we should go.
Okay. Oh, sorry, little Skittermander. What was your name?
I had it somewhere. You prick. Kulu. As far as what going out there, I'll follow. I can do that. It's fine with me.
Okay. It was
Just 6 thumbs up.
Was it Kulu as in Kulu?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to use my where is it? The Starstone compass to at least maybe give us some kind of direction. Don't know. Fuck it. Are we running? Or are we walking? What are we?
I say that we preserve our energy by moving at a average pace.
Sure.
What?
Does anyone know any marching songs?
Can I search my database to try and play something?
Yeah, go ahead.
just like some kind of internal Spotify.
Yeah, like call it a culture check,
Culture check.
just to
Okay.
see if you
Dude,
like.
just dude, just start cycling through like "Burning Ring of Fire" and like a whole bunch of other like doomy fire songs.
Burn, baby. Burn.
Okay, right. Just. Right, what to me, guys?
Bit of
Okay,
sabotage.
right. Culture.
Relight my fire.
Let's see. Total. Okay.
The roof is on fire.
That's a 8.
Yeah, I mean obviously you are a research robot, but you've probably like I imagine you've got some weird version of Shazam in your head that's just anytime one of your creators was listening to music while doing some other project in the background, you were like, ooh, that's a good song, saved. So you've got a few songs saved.
I was like, don't imagine that. I don't like sing it. I literally just do it like as a speaker.
Yeah.
I think I'm just like playing the song out to everyone as we're marching.
Yeah. It's just
Sobok likes this
you're on
one.
shuffle.
Oh, Sobok, did you leave the beacon? Or did you bring it with you?
It's in my backpack, don't worry.
Okay.
Back in military training days, we would sing Barbie Girl every time we did a run.
That ancient Terran.
It would distill fear in any opponents who would hear us.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Made of plastic.
Life
It's
is fantastic.
fantastic.
Trying to fit that to like a fucking work song,
Mm-hmm.
like a shanty or something. I don't think it quite works.
Can I ask?
So, Sobok, do you see the other shape that we're going to, the destination?
Yeah. Sobok sees trees in the distance. Must be civilization.
Trees? Oh, I thought it was like a rock.
Well, it's something.
Okay.
Can we like?
Robots, can you see what's ahead of us here?
Can I do a perception check? Perception
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. I'll say perception. Yeah,
Yay.
Can anyone assist?
yeah. If anyone wants to assist, I'll give you +2.
That is a 14.
Yeah. And so off in the distance, you see this just vague blur. Now, a lot of it is obscured just purely by heat haze, but it's fairly big. You think maybe 2 or 3 days, solid walking, which for you, you're a robot. You don't have soles on your feet per se.
Nor a soul in your
That's
heart.
offensive. You don't have a soul. Yeah.
Let me get
Oh, wow. Ooh. That's okay.
an oily tear falls from his face.
Merlin is first robot to use magic. That must mean he has soul.
So yeah, I turn to the others, nice, and I say to them that the structure isn't. It appears to not be a mirage, so it is indeed there. However, it will roughly take us about 3 days to travel.
3 days?
What? That is my rough estimation. Yes.
Okay.
Mad outrage. Good explanation. Fine.
There's gonna reach a point probably like an hour or two into our walk, that Mince is literally just gonna like jump onto the back of Sobok, and just like hook onto his backpack, so he doesn't have to walk.
3
Like a
days though,
drunken
my
stop.
god. I'm gonna get so tired. Also, Sasha is heavy.
You should have thought about that before you brought her along.
I'm not gonna let her beat me. I will roll for locking my muscles in place, goddammit.
To be fair, like, I could have easily constructed like some kind of poles or something, some kind of strut, so that you didn't have to use your arms to hold it up. It was more just like something that probably went through like the straps of your backpack, like this, and then like you'd have like a her over the top.
Well, perhaps when we stop, you can make that happen, and I'll be very happy. Then I can just sling Slash on my back again.
I mean, again, you would have had plenty of time, you know.
Isn't that what we did before we let?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I would have just said, you know, that's already happened. You had plenty of time to fix.
Sasha is still heavy, by the way, gentlemen, so I think we should keep going. Let us not dilly-daddle.
Yep, we continue onwards on our journey.
No one's diddling any daddles, okay?
I wouldn't say no. So can I first get a marching order?
Oh, I'm in front. Because I kind of know where we're going.
I'm probably bringing up the rear.
Okay.
I'll be second. Kuliyaku would be in third.
If you show me on Starfinder, if you open up the map, I'll draw my little green blob.
That's not necessary.
But Scott, I want to draw a green blob.
No.
What's this little thing called? Coolio. Is it really called Coolio?
Coolio.
Coolio.
That's his name now. Coolio. Coolio. That's just, yeah, let's go for it. Marrying up back. Okay, and next, could I get survival rolls from you all?
Oh boy.
Do I get any bonuses for leeching off of Sobok?
Oh, got that 20.
No.
Okay.
Sobok struggles to find survival in ability scores.
It's at the bottom. It's literally the last
Very
one.
bottom.
Your scores are alphabetic, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Charisma?
No, it's the
No.
list that goes down the left-hand side of the page.
Left.
Below charisma.
Ah! Sobok sees now.
It says skills.
Sobok says
Ooh, nice.
4.
Oh.
Wait, they have to roll first?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Oh,
roll.
fuck.
No, that's the number you add on to the roll. That's
Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out how to roll with this roll 20 again.
There's literally an image of a d20 in the top left. You click that and it'll roll a d20. And then just
I rolled. I got 16 plus 4. What's that?
Okay.
sick.
30-20.
Nice.
Okay.
30, 20. Good. That's good enough.
I also have a dirty 20 with 17 plus 3.
A dirty 20?
And
Excuse
I
me,
got a
that's
natural.
natural.
No, natural is
No.
20, like on the roll.
I worked hard to get plus 4 for my goddamn survival.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still good.
A natural 20 is when a 20 shows up on the die.
So it's not when you add 4, then it becomes 20.
No, that makes it a dirty 20.
I don't want it to be
That's what it's a
dirty.
20. Well, that's what it is.
It's just a phrase, my dude. But you're all, you know, pretty good. And you know,
Poor Coolio gets sucked up by a worm and dies because he didn't roll natural 20.
How is Coolio looking?
He won't fucking die, gets a natural 1.
No, he rolled an 18. So
Holy
it's just you
shit.
guys.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here?
In camping Championing. We're fucking boss in this desert.
Yeah, we're champion in this full desert.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, despite the fact that most of you have never been on an arid desert planet, you guys are, especially with Merlin's music, you guys have managed to find quite a good rhythm. You find yourself covering, by the time it looks like the sun's starting to set and, the days starting to draw to a close, you guys think you've covered double the ground that you had maybe expected to.
That's good.
Nice.
But especially Merlin, you also notice that the days are quite short on this planet. Again, possibly owing to the fact that you are quite close to the parent star. You've got quite a short, small orbit. So...
Well, I mean, that doesn't, wouldn't that technically mean that it takes more days then? If the days are shorter?
It just means that the planet rotates quite rapidly.
Yeah, I know, but that
less than
doesn't
the orbit.
Listen,
the distance.
listen, robots, don't you get technical now, goddamn! It's 3 days, not 6.
The distance, the time that it takes us to get from A to B will take us 3 days on this planet, which is faster in rotation than Earth days.
But we
So
only
it's-
discovered that after we made that 3-day
Yeah, but
estimation.
you're not basing it on Earth days. You're basing it on the days of this planet, right?
Well, I'm basing it off Sobuk's home planet days.
Well, the way that we described it in that, it made it sound like we just discovered that these days were shorter and we were going off of Earth day estimations.
Yeah, in that case, it's going to be a 6-day hike. Sobuk's legs will get tired.
Maybe you just didn't fill out the rest of the information till just now.
So,
Makes sense to me.
but yeah, you find yourselves, you find that the temperature is finally starting to get somewhere close to bearable. But Merlin, as you said earlier, you find that as the sun starts to go down, the temperature does drop quite rapidly.
Okay. Perhaps we should run as it's cooling down so that we can warm ourselves up. Then when it gets too cold, we can use the tent to wrap ourselves up.
Just a multi-man burrito.
Yeah.
Or perhaps not, or perhaps, as I mentioned previously, these tents provide internal temperature regulations. Perhaps we should use the tents to rest for the evening.
But we are in the temperate time of the day, right? The good time to be doing shit right now. It's cooling down, but it's not freezing fucking cold just yet. Now's the time to get to move on, make the most of it.
Sobuk has planned for if it gets too cold. Don't you worry.
Going to overheat Sasha.
How did you know my top secret military training, Vince?
Mince is secretly a military mastermind.
Oh, where did you study?
Oh,
At the fuck. I've got my character's name. What kind of creature am I? I'm a little lizard boy. But I'm called something. Hold on, I have to scroll up my little diary. Don't move. Give me 20 minutes.
Character sheet, my dude.
Give me 25 minutes.
We don't have 25 minutes.
Mercenary. Hold on. I know what class I am, but I don't know what person I am. Ooh, that's stamina, soldier.
at the very top.
I'm Vesk. Did you study at the Vesk Warrior University?
Oh, I studied somewhere far more top secret and far more prestigious. But I could not tell you if I wanted to.
We should talk more,
It's
Mince.
like Jack.
By all means, go for it.
I mean,
Mince just read comic books.
Is there insight in Starfinder?
There's, I think it's called
Bluff?
Science.
Oh, you got bluff?
I mean, you can make a bluff roll if you want. We can have a look for it.
A bluff roll.
Yeah.
Are you guys? Does that mean one of you guys might be lying?
No.
Durr.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be to detect that. Maybe perception.
No, there is a thing for it.
Just not on the character sheet.
All I'm saying is 20 rounds of a laser cannon can fucking heat anything up. So we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. We could fry an egg on fucking Sasha after that. I've done it before.
I think the egg would be vaporized.
Yeah.
I just imagine Sobok's way of heating it.
Sense
would be
motive. Sorry.
Sense motive. Okay.
Oh, that. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I
Yeah.
missed it.
Sense his motive. Go for it, Merlin. Catch him in the lies.
I knew it was somewhere. I was just like, what is it? These weird.
I'm gonna roll a bluff check as well at the same time. All right. What's your?
I rolled a 14.
Yeah, I rolled a total of an 8. So you definitely tell my bluff easy. Like I'm clearly bullshitting to just humor him. Like I'm getting a kick out of this, 100%. And it keeps him motivated.
I acknowledge that you're not being truthful, but I don't say anything.
Yeah, you can tell that I'm doing it to like try and like raise morale, if not just myself, then like him as well, to keep him going, because he's clearly starting to flag a bit.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah, he's the
What do you say?
he's the sledgehammer in the shed.
Yeah. Like, he's useful, but he's not very. Yeah.
It's about as wide as the shed too.
He is a shed.
Alright, Subbuck is kind of getting offended now.
Oh.
Subbuck weeps quietly.
Just as you guys like bed down for a few minutes before he drifts up, is it?
Yeah.
Say I look like shit.
I believe that was meant as an endearing compliment.
Yes, built like brick shithouse, yeah?
Yeah.
Now they say I look like shit.
So, yeah,
If it gets too cold, someone let me know and I'll do my little trick, okay?
I really must suggest that we make use of this time between the hot and the cold to our best.
Very well. We shall continue forward further, but if the temperature follows to dangerous levels, it is I highly suggest that we enact the temperature mechanism. We use the tent. Fuck me, I can't talk today.
Yes.
I agree with Merlin.
Perhaps
Sasha can operate at any temperature,
Is
but
there-
we cannot.
is there a way that we can use the tent but in a portable fashion? Kind of like we did now, but with perhaps if we set up the tent, but then if the tent has a bottom, we just cut out little feet holes, and then we just pick it up and walk.
Sobok has plan. We make the tent. Sobok gets everyone in the tent. Then we seal the tent, and then like a sack, Sobok will carry it over his shoulder.
What?
Then Sobok freeze to death.
What? Excuse you?
I should point out, Sabak, that temperatures on this planet may fall to below freezing.
Oh,
It
wait.
is not ideal that we remain outside of the tent when this happens.
What shape is this tent? Is it
Freezing is the minus degrees, correct?
Celsius? Yes.
If you're speaking, are you speaking in Celsius, Fahrenheit, or Kelvin?
I'm worried about Sasha with this freezing temperature. I think we should make camp and stay warm.
I disagree.
We're not saying that we're not. We're saying that we're just gonna keep going a little bit longer and then make 10, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Sasha is safe now.
Just go until it's.
But
When the
yes,
temperature starts getting like too extreme, that's when we'll just set up the tent.
what shape? Oh shit! We should have bought some fucking armor plates from the shuttle, and then we could have made a sled.
Vince, that is a fantastic idea. Would you like to walk back?
No, fuck it.
What method of? Although we don't have a method of propulsion for this sled.
We have a Sobok.
We have Munz's little drone.
That drone could not pick me up if I wanted it to.
It barely lifted.
Then, Minz, you need to build better drone.
Well, I do not have the supplies right now. Shut the fuck up, Sobok.
Don't get wordy with me. Just because you went to top secret military warrior university. What ranking are you?
Mince is gonna like storm up front. Now that it's like cooler, he's gonna like storm up front, and he's actually gonna like kind of like
Walk in front of
like
someone.
yeah, he's gonna like strut ahead and probably like he's probably gonna break into a sprint at some point, because like now's the fucking time, like when it's not too hot and not too cold.
I will follow this little Minz.
Merlin, how long do you estimate dusk and dawn to be? Like
Can I do the beat boot calculations in my head and figure it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
What do I roll for that?
Let's call it a survival. Survival or history, whichever one.
Ooh, okay. What's my history? Doesn't seem to be history check on here.
Or culture, I think it is.
Okay. Okay, so
Yeah, it's weird going from
That's
D&D
that
to
one!
however many. Oh. What is time?
I'm gonna walk up to Merlin and like grab him by like the shoulder, pull him down to my height, and then just like slap him on the cheek.
Are you okay, Merlin? You kind of glitched for a second.
It appears that the impact from the crash may have damaged part of my internal systems.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Can someone just real quick? Can someone roll me a D100?
I'll do it. Everyone stand away. Stand back.
I really want it to be the
You
one.
know how to roll a D100?
This website says 53.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
Thank you. But yeah, as you guys, Merlin, you have no idea about the day or time on this planet. Like, you've tried to figure it out, but there's a lot going on in your artificial brain right now. Not least, shit, how are we getting home? But yeah, the day, as you're well into the night at this point. Though again, the day is short, so.
GM, could I have set up like some kind of timer and like timed how long it took from like sunset to moonrise or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, you would have landed in the middle of the day, but yeah, go on.
Okay.
Also, if it starts to look dodgy, I'll just crack off another beacon.
He's gonna crack one off.
I don't think you need to.
Yeah, the beacon is...
No, you've already got one going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have 20 because I wasted all my money on them.
What the
Then
fuck?
save them.
I have 3 flashlights and 20 beacons.
like then save them. You know?
Yeah.
Like fucking Christmas tree.
When it gets more and more dire, I'll just crack another one open, like boop, like I have to walk another. There's no breakfast. Boop. Oh, I have to walk more. Boop. I feel my arms getting tired. Boop.
I have a feeling your character treats these things like glow sticks.
I think eventually, like they'll be like, there's about 60 people that need help in the desert. Let's bring an entire armada, and then they come to save us with breakfast.
I'm just picturing like a Christmas episode of this. Just Soapbox just decorated a tree in these things, and you get a whole armada showing up. You're like, what's going on?
Lights. Yeah.
It's like,
We've got to be saved.
yeah. But yeah, are you guys gonna take some time to, rest as it gets a little bit, like it doesn't quite drop to freezing because this is a very, very hot planet, but it definitely gets cooler for a few hours.
If we wrap up in some fashion, is it still possible to walk out without catching like some kind of frostbite?
Like I say, it doesn't drop below freezing, so you're definitely not going to get frostbite.
Okay, I suggest we just fucking keep going then. Like, if we don't have to worry about a cold temperature, then why the fuck are we standing here?
I will ask one question. This is directly to the DM. DM,
Yeah.
would you like us to stop and make camp or not?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, but did you have something naughty planned?
No.
You say yes or no?
That's not.
No.
That's metagaming.
I'm not-
But
Even if I did, I'm
Oh.
not going to say.
Oh, okay. I was thinking to portray the story.
Bounces off what we do. We don't,
Yeah. Like, I had a whole thing planned for the escape pod that's just not happened. So.
Well, it's quite a shock, poor little mince. I don't know what he was trying to do there with his little screwdrivers and stuff.
So if you're gonna, if you guys want to continue.
I think we should continue, but I was going to complain about Sasha being tired and now we had to rest, but we don't have to do that now. We'll keep going.
I just
I
have
do
to.
suggest that we eventually give ourselves time to rest, as pushing our bodies to such a limit in an extreme environment may cause severe defects.
Perhaps in the morning when the sun rises again. But like we're pretty close now. Like if we've managed to do a whole day and a whole night, that cuts out maybe half our journey, right?
In warrior school, they teach Sobok very important lesson. Just keep singing. I'm a Barbie girl. One step, another step, in a Barbie world. One step, another step, and you keep going forever.
I play the Barbie, the song that he speaks of from my internal speakers.
We just keep going, guys. Just stay positive, okay?
So we're running through the night.
Yeah.
Probably gonna get some kind of exhaustion from doing this, I think, right?
So, can you guys make me another survival roll?
Fuck yeah.
I will be taking into account your other rolls because they were quite high. But I was just might as well make you roll again.
Oh, come on.
A few hours passed. Oh no.
It literally went 18, 4.
Oh.
So I've got a total of 7. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
High five.
I'm on 17 if I'm plus my 4 still for survival.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Because I'm just a fucking brick shit house, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. I am going to say that. So, Mint and Merlin, you are fatigued.
Yeah, makes sense.
What about that little short-legged Coolio? Make him fatigued too.
Coolio. Oh my god. I love it. Yeah, I'll roll for him as well.
Poor little guy. He's got tiny little baby legs. It's not his fault.
Yeah, he's all right. He's not as good as last time, but he's starting to flag a little bit. But especially Merlin and Mince, you guys are, you starting to feel it a bit. Your joints are starting to awaken, Mince. You're just, the gravity on this planet is starting to get to you a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna just demand up.
So,
Squeak, squeak.
Sasha is hungry. Oops,
Sasha is hungry.
I fucked it up.
What?
Sasha is hungry. I think we should stop and make camp.
What?
But what time is it? Like in the day cycle? Are
We
still in
can't
the
tell
night?
because the robot didn't understand time. Alright, come on. Get with the
You
program,
can
Vince.
look up at the sky.
Yeah, I mean, like, where is this? Is the sun anywhere in the sky right now? There's probably a halo at least of like glow if we're this close.
Yeah, there's definitely a halo, and it's starting to get a little bit brighter at this point.
Okay, so we've maybe got like an extra hour or two before we need to stop.
Find a place so you don't fry.
Yeah. Is there? No, I didn't roll high enough, but is there like a place for some kind of shelter nearby other than this place that we're going to?
Not that you can see. Sorry.
I was saying we have the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just wondering if we could double up.
Not that you can see.
All right. A little bit longer then.
Your idea of what this structure in the distance was now that we're closer?
I mean, you can, especially as it's getting lighter, you can have another crack at seeing if you can see any closer, especially with the heat haze dying down a little bit.
That's 21.
Yeah, you can see that, especially now there's less heat haze and you're closer. It's quite a massive stone structure. It is definitely man-made. But again, it's huge.
Does it have some pyramid shape to it?
Hold on, excuse me. The term man-made implies that it's made by humans. That's racist.
All right, Karen, shut the fuck up.
Constructed.
It's constructed, yeah.
Humanoid.
Even humanoid could be considered racist. I think it should be Vex created or Vexanoid.
Well, no, humanoid refers to a creature that's bipedal and, hands and shit.
Yeah, but Vex can get around too, and they also have hands and shit, so basically it should be Vex created.
Oh, you really are turning into a Karen, aren't you?
I'll be
Well,
quiet.
it's fuck-
I'll be quiet. Go.
Okay, but yeah, there is definitely some constructed building out in front of you.
And say, is it like a pyramid kind of shape to it?
No, it sort of has sloped walls, but it doesn't have a point to it.
And GM, do you think we're only about halfway there, right? Because it was a 3-day trip. So we're all tired now. We can't push all the way through. So the idea is we've got to make camp then, guys. So I don't know. Okay.
I thought we were closer than that.
Well, we walked
yeah.
1 day and 1 night.
But you guys did quite well with survival roll earlier, so I said you were closer because you managed to hoof it a little bit.
So should we just get all the way there then, instead of sitting here with this little tent and all these pegs and shit?
If we're able to, that'd be great. But
Are we a day and a half or 2 days into the 3 days?
I'll call it 2 days. So,
Okay, so we got a day left.
And we got an hour still before it gets too hot, or before it starts getting hot.
So it takes 3 days to get there, and the roll that we did earlier, it basically skips a day. So now 2 days have passed. So wouldn't that mean we're there now?
No, because
What
that's
kind of mental gymnastics is that for a robot? I mean, come on.
no. We've spent
It's been 2 days. So, wrong finger, sorry. But then, so that means it's still one whole day of travel, you know?
We've got
3 days minus 2
minus
days.
2.
Yeah, Scott said earlier that basically because of how well we did, we basically like got to the point where we skipped past the day.
Oh, Scott, is that the case?
No.
Is that the case, Scott?
We spent our 1 day that we spent moving was equivalent to 2.
That's what I got. But
That's it.
But Scott could clarify here, as the DM.
Roan's right.
Fuck. Well, we very
I
close.
don't do words good, okay?
We're very close. I reckon we could probably do it, but we'll get quite hot though.
There's a reason why I've very rarely DM this shit.
I felt like you explained it perfectly. I understood it. Clear as day.
But anyway, yeah.
I'm sorry, Sam. Next time, the robot will get it right. I promise.
I'm not trying to cause conflict. I'm just trying to clarify because I was just a bit confused.
No, I know, man. I know. Okay, so if everyone's pooped and it's gonna get hot soon, but there's no cover, what do we do? Like, I was thinking if someone had a grenade.
We have a tent. I've said it multiple times.
I think we should use a tent then.
Yeah.
Use the fucking tent.
Mince
Who
is
wants to
like
roll to set up the tent?
Mince is like gasping for air and just like trying to like struggling to breathe at this point. He's limp because of like the weight of the gravity and stuff, and he's just like
dragging himself along.
Richard, rest soon. As soon as the sun starts coming up, let's pop the tent.
I think me and Coolio will start trying to set up the tent then.
Just a bunch of lads pitching their tents.
Yep.
like,
I've got a video for you if you're interested.
Oh god.
In our current conditions, it is probably best for us to set up a tent now that we have enough energy to do so before we push ourselves further and we drain ourselves.
Yeah.
sure, why not?
Okay, so you guys set up your tent, and it's, you set it up just in time for the sun to start getting, a bit oppressive. Again, Mint, your hands are starting to just ooze sweat.
Thanks.
And just as you guys are about to climb in, something catches your attention. A streak of black smoke in the sky as a spaceship explodes.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
Is it heading towards us?
All that free material.
No, there's just, you see a spaceship just detonate high in orbit and then just a streak just fall through the atmosphere. It's not towards you.
Is that the capital ship or whatever it was that we were on?
Was it the space train?
Roll me a, call it culture.
Which one?
Culture roll.
No, say which one of us?
Which character?
Any of you.
I'm doing it.
I'll fucking do it.
I got a 5 plus nothing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you have.
It's a fiery ball of metal. Wow.
Yeah, it's a spaceship exploding, which doesn't happen often, especially in space.
You see,
But
Mince is just like enamored by this. He's like, wow, look, the fuselage is completely disconnected, and the thrusters are completely burnt the fuck up, and oh shit, the deck is just fucking gone.
But you also see, a couple streaks that fly overhead, and crash somewhere in the direction that you are heading. So,
Wow.
Oh, convenience.
Oh,
convenient.
wait, they're
Almost as
crashing
this-
now.
As if this is a story that we're telling.
do we have like any like shots of adrenaline or something to fucking get me going?
No.
Fuck, Sobok, Fucking carry me, bro. Put me in your backpack.
I do not think this is a very logical move to take.
Who
We
gives
can
a
help
shit
the
about
people.
logic?
Oh fuck.
Kira just looks at you, man, shakes his head and goes, "You'll fucking die if you keep that up. This planet, you know, it'll fucking kill you, and they're not going anywhere."
Yeah, but those people are dying quicker.
Sobok thinks if we could survive a day and a night, then they can. We'll meet them tomorrow or in the evening.
Based on the heat of the entry position, it does not seem likely that any life survived that impact.
And think about all the juicy loot. We get there first, we can scrap whatever we want.
Have you seen anyone else here?
No, exactly.
Mons, we'll take you in the evening when it gets cold, when it gets cooler.
Just a couple hours, just to not.
Sasha needs rest.
Okay. I agree, but my greed is overcoming my exhaustion.
You're just like, oh, shiny,
Yeah.
shiny.
Now I need to say that you have to change your socks. This is something I learned in warrior school.
I don't
Does
wear
everyone have
socks.
Fresh pair of socks.
I have paws for feet, so I'll just.
Feet above your feet.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I tried my best. Oh yeah, that's true.
Does Merlin wear any kind of boots to at least like not make it clinky clanky when he's walking?
So cool dude doesn't clinky clank. He's one of them cool models, the pleasure bots, remember?
Oh, you got like silicone like pads on your feet.
I don't know what it is, but he looks amazing.
Yeah, he's.
Well, in the
not a
picture,
big
in the
kid.
yeah, Sam, in the picture you put up, he's making his own shoes or something.
He's a little cobbler.
Nah, he's just a cock gobbler.
Oh, wow.
You said he was a pleasure
No,
bot.
he literally has no mouth.
He was making something.
I can imagine Sam getting in every single nook and cranny though. We gotta rest, man. Let's rest.
Yeah, we're resting.
Alright, well,
rest.
Sobok is coming. I mean, freaking Sasha is coming with me, and Sasha will lie next to me in the tent. In the
Oh.
cool tent.
By the looks of it, he's actually whittling in
Yeah.
that picture.
That's pretty cool.
So he's not a cock gobbler or a shoe cobbler.
No, he's just a huge fan of wood.
Alright, cool.
Again, that's just the reference image. It's
Yeah.
not.
Oh.
It's canon.
Here's the picture. I think that Sam's robot looks cool, and we shouldn't bully Sam's robot.
I agree.
He's very smart. His name's Merlin, and he can do magic stuff,
Yeah.
which I can't do. And I've never seen a robot do that before either.
Okay, sleepy time.
But yeah,
Roll for good night's sleep.
You see,
that's
I imagine we set the tent. You see Merlin sit down cross-legged, and then just the light in his eyes just goes zoom as he shuts down.
Whoa. Mince, you wake up robot when it's time.
Yes, don't worry. You get some sleep. You too, Kulu as well.
Wait, now I'm worried. No, you wake up.
Don't worry.
Merlin,
I will take first watch. Me and Aid here will keep a close eye.
Aid?
Yeah.
Oh.
hey, it's little drone friend.
Yes.
But okay, yeah. I was going to say that it's probably only going to be a couple hours, but
Yeah, if I catch you messing with Merlin, I'm gonna be upset with you, okay? Because Merlin's been nothing but nice to us.
Go back to sleep.
I just picture this his mouth just trying to sing this big lizard to sleep.
Badu beep. Badu beep. Badu beep. Badu beep.
What is going on? Fucking fever dream.
And then like just from like the edge of screen, you just see Mince's hand. Mince's hand come out from behind his back and pulls out his crisis wrench.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Yes.
I'm in danger.
And then he just like does this over Sobok's face.
Sleep tight, sweet prince.
And then he's gonna like pull over like a blanket or whatever is like over his face, and then sneak over to Merlin, and he's just gonna like unfold the screwdriver part of the crisis wrench, and then just be like,
Okay.
I must have measures, like anti-tampering measures, right?
Give him a big shock. He deserves it for being a little scrotum.
you're not wrong.
Make me a. Oh, that would be good.
Oh yeah, definitely got the roll for it. Would I like? would I try to do a contested roll as well for this?
You're asleep. You're perfectly vulnerable.
Cheeky little mouse brain.
You're completely at my mercy.
Beautiful parts.
Oh no.
Weirdly sexual, really quickly.
Lovely shinies.
Okay, Shmeagol, calm down.
So I think you should have a profession.
Yeah, I've got engineering or I've got profession mechanics.
Yeah, either one of those.
Engineering it is.
And would I roll something to see if it,
Let's call it again. It'll be against your kinetic AC.
Oh, sorry, I think I've calculated my profession thing wrong. I need to add my ability modifier, like my intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to add 4 to this.
Oh shit.
So that now makes it an 8 instead of a 4 for that.
Well, my kinetic armor is 12.
Okay. Also, I have a MISC mod for my engineering, and I can't remember what that was from. It says it's MISC mod of 2.
Yeah. That be like from a toolkit or something.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. I'll roll engineering. So you said 12 is your AC.
12 is my kinetic armor class.
Okay, motherfucker.
Just trying to get past these fucking armor plates and all this weird
Believe
high tech.
in the heart of the screwdriver.
God, your screwdriver, get that looked at. That's weird.
That will be a 21
Oh fuck!
on a natural 11 because I have a plus 10. So
Right.
I'd have to roll a nat 1 in order to not be Tracy.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
Yes, because I am smart boy. Very, very smart.
He's a very intelligent.
I
little
have a +4 from my intelligence. I have a class bonus of +3, and I have rank +1. And then I have the MISC mod of +2. That adds up to a total of 10.
Jesus Christ.
So from what I've read and heard, a lot of roles are like that in this, which is why advantage isn't a huge part of it.
Gotcha.
It's sort of like you either pass or you don't.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess you're doing whatever the fuck you're rat mind is wanting to do.
Yeah, it's like, are you looking for anything in particular?
I think I'm going to open up his head.
Okay, you fucking weirdo.
I'm going to go around to the back of him, and I'm going to look at the base of the neck, and then all the way up to the base of the head, and I'm going to look for some kind of cerebral entry point around that location. Perhaps there's some kind of drive, or perhaps a hatch or something, and I'm just going to and open it very carefully. Oh, what do we have here? And I'm going to pull out this. If I continue with this, it's probably going to wake him up or
Scott,
freak him out.
Roll, yeah, Scott. Let me roll for waking up. Otherwise, this guy's gonna lose his brain.
Roll perception then.
Does he get like a minus because he's asleep?
Yeah, I'll give you a -2 for it because you are.
I don't want my homeboy to get fucked up on other homeboy.
Do you want me to
Oh,
roll a stealth while I'm doing this as well to see
Yeah,
how
why
quiet I
not? If
am?
you want to be sneaky about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the same.
Perception. Now, where would
Gil.
Starbuck find that?
It's literally in the same place that you found survival, but like 4 up.
4 up.
Maybe 5 or 6.
So again,
And the
it's in alphabetical order.
Ah, yes, perception. I have nothing.
So okay, then just
That tracks.
Very good.
What?
Very good. I also have a +10 on my stealth, so let's see how this goes.
What the fuck?
So I rolled and I got a 4.
Oh, okay, I rolled a 10, so +10 is a dirty 20.
Well, I didn't wake up. Maybe Coolio can wake up.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the chance that someone might spot this evil genius at work.
So, oh. So Kulu sort of sits up, stretches, and looks humans dead in the eyes. Just, what are you doing?
I'm examining my new friend here.
Why though?
Because he's fucking weird and shiny, and I think he might have super duper advanced AI, and I want to copy it. You saw nothing, right?
He slowly reaches out for his crisis wrench.
You saw nothing, right?
Oh, sure. Okay. Oh god.
Is he backing off or like?
Yeah, he's backing off.
Okay,
Um,
go back to fucking sleep. Unless you want to experience the box again.
I
But
feel
yeah,
I feel so victim.
So you do see Kulu backing off. And but you also see he's trying to be sneaky, but he basically, as he's backing off, he trips and falls onto Sobok.
First you scratch my arm, now you wake me up? Coolio, what are you doing? What?
No. Didn't do anything.
No, just get off, Merlin.
What are you talking about?
Roll for backhand. Roll for backhand, bitch.
I think you roll to see if you hit
No,
him.
I'm gonna backhand him 100%. He's rolling to dodge my backhand.
see if you hit him first.
Yeah, you gotta beat my reflex.
Okay, I got 11. But what do I add to that?
Is there an on? Is there
Melee
something-
attack.
I
Yeah.
think we should do strength. Yeah.
Yeah,
We should do strength.
I mean, you've got literally an attack bonuses thing there for a melee attack.
yeah.
Do I?
Yes. On the right hand side of skills, you've got saving throws, attack bonuses, and weapons.
Ah, yes.
So what's
That
your
says
melee?
total of 9.
Fuck.
So you
I
get
mean, it's a
that
big lizard.
plus 9 to whatever you rolled.
Oh, wow, okay. I got a dirty 20, baby. What you got, huh?
Because you're so fucking big and huge, I literally just go to like the other side of the 10 and just like. Merlin!
I'm not gonna wake Merlin up and like, yo, don't go to sleep. Stay in like low power mode or some shit, dude.
I mean,
Merlin, help!
Broke his spleen. Merlin, we have an emergency. Merlin.
Sobok was trying to access your data terminal and slapped me.
oh, roll bluff for that, you cheeky little.
You can't. You can't. What have you done?
I know that he's lied before. Could I roll a sense motive again?
Yeah. Oh, given that you know he's lied within the day, I'll give
God
you a
damn it,
plus
that's a
2 to that.
6!
Oh,
Nice. I got a 12, so I just pass.
yeah. As far as you're aware, like, you know he's lied in the past, but he seems fairly sincere.
And I'm like,
He's like my face. I think my jaws will scope it.
Why are you attacking our allies?
Sobok was trying to protect you, Merlin. Do not fall asleep in front of this rodent again.
Why?
He was messing around with his crisis and a screwdriver, I think.
Bullshit.
No, you're bullshit.
Can I like check myself to see?
Oh, yeah.
Because I imagine like he's part way through, so it's probably a bit stiff.
Coolio scratched me, and then he woke me up, and then I saw a little.
Your head is just open.
yeah.
You start nodding your head and bits fall out the back.
I look over to Mince. Why do you seek to damage my internals?
I sincerely do not wish to damage your internals.
You have beautiful internal.
They are exquisite, and I will not harm you.
All right, Hannibal.
I should probably reiterate, my body is property of the Starfinder Society. Any damage that is done to me shall be reported directly to them, and proper consequences will be applied.
That does not intimidate me in the slightest, and I could not give a fuck, but that does not detract from the fact that I do not, and I swear on the holy rat queen, that I do not wish to hurt you.
You have beautiful insides.
You can use your ocular receptors to watch, check my pulse, perhaps check my eyes, whatever you wish to detect my lies, but they will not find any falsehood here.
Yeah, that's an 8 for another sense motive roll. So yeah, it seems trustworthy enough.
Oh no, yeah. He's
Very well.
fairly sincere on that, at least.
If you
Very
can,
well. I do request, though, if you wish to examine my interior workings, I do request you do it whilst I am not in the process of recharging.
oh, can I do it now then?
I'd rather, again, we are currently I am currently in the process of recharging. Any interruption for that will cause me to recharge in a much slower state. I recommend we wait until we are at a safer location before you do any further examinations.
He looks at Merlin and then slowly rotates and looks at Kulu.
At this point, Merlin's like automatically like just, and everything's like shot back close again.
Merlin, Sobuk recommends you do not fall into full sleep with such party members in the
I
same
think
thing.
you misunderstand. I do not sleep. I simply power down to allow my energy systems to recharge during the process of 8 hours.
Okay, whatever you do, just don't do it in front of Mince.
But then
No,
how will I get to study him?
That seems like something very difficult, considering the size of our. It's during the size of our shelter. References to the small tent. References to the tent we're all crammed inside.
Like, we could always make him sleep outside, but I don't think he'd survive, to be honest.
Nor would you.
What was that?
Nor would you.
For fuck's sake.
Are you saying something about me and Sasha?
What?
I did not mention Sasha.
Good.
Sasha has a beautiful body.
What did you say about Sasha?
She opened up to me very, very easily on the ship.
Roll to squish! Roll to squish!
Gentlemen, I highly advise we avoid the internal conflict between each other. Otherwise, our chances of survival on such a planet will drastically lower.
Maybe I won't roll to squish now.
Maybe don't. You know,
Just leave Merlin alone. Come on, Sasha.
Rolls over. It was like, go on, Sasha. Rolls over to sleep.
Spoons it.
he's spooning his gun.
It's not a gun.
If
alright?
that is all,
It's a las artillery rifle, I have you know. No
If
mere bullet propulsion nonsense.
If that is all, I shall return to my recharging. I shall power down and allow my cells to recharge, and it just.
Piss.
Mince is gonna like pull out
Oh,
his
you
knife.
died from exhaustion. Fuck you.
Mince is gonna pull out his knife and then just slowly clean it as he's looking at Kulu dead in the eyes.
Cooley's just like,
I can imagine him standing next to Sobuk and it's like, as soon as anything goes wrong, he's gonna like pet me on the leg or something.
I'm gonna
Cooley just,
I like
Sorry.
curl over to go to sleep and I hold Aid in front of me and then just say,
Keep a lookout.
boop. And then like Aid is gonna go and just float there during like the long rest to make sure no one interferes with my shit.
but yeah, you'll get a long rest and yeah.
Oh, I also scoffed 2 ration packs during the night as well.
just picturing just. Good. But yeah, you'll get your long rest. So are you all taking a good long 8 hours?
Until
Yeah.
it gets nighttime again, yeah, so.
Yeah, you wake up just as the temperature again is starting to fall. Yeah, you're not gonna melt.
Cool. So the fatigue has gone away.
Yeah, you're.
Do we regain stamina points and stuff?
Yeah, you regain everything.
Nice.
I'm gonna be like the first one to wake up. I sleep for like 15 minutes and I'm like, because I'm like a little tiny rat. That's an exaggeration, but I'm gonna like sit like right in front of Merlin and just be like, drawing like his kind of what I imagine his schematics to be on like the inside and stuff, and like trying to illustrate stuff. And then I'm gonna like get up like really close into his face and like look directly into his eyeballs.
At that point, just turn back on.
Oh. Good night, Merlin.
Good night, Vince. I trust that you slept well.
I did. I feeling thoroughly rested.
What are these markings that you have put onto my body?
Not onto your body, mate. I've sketched them. I've sketched them in like a book.
Oh, sorry.
You have tattoos now.
The way you describe it is though you were drawing on him.
No.
Yeah, what a little pervert. I wouldn't put it past him to go on someone.
Merlin's got fucking tribal tats.
Alright, never mind. Forget I said it.
These drawings in this book are my estimates of how you function.
Can I see how accurate they are? To my knowledge.
Sure. I mean, I suppose I should roll like an engineering check to guess.
Yeah. Just based on what you've seen.
17 total.
Yeah, they're fairly accurate, given that you've only really had a cursory glance at a few things. They're there's a handful of bits that could be improved, but seeing as you're used to quite cobbled together shit, you've never seen something quite so well assembled. So there's bits that maybe wouldn't be there, and bits that shouldn't be there, and weird little things in different places, but they're fairly up to the mark.
Well, see, now there's something that's bugging me about your systems. You have an ability that not even most of the organic peoples have access to. How the fuck do you use it? Do you channel information through your system and then you have a exhaust, or
I do not possess knowledge of exactly how my systems function exactly. But as far as I'm aware, it mainly goes off of what they describe to me as a feeling. I have a feeling, which allows me to cast these kinds of magic.
I think I must examine you more closely, perhaps when we are somewhere secure.
Alone.
Yes, perhaps we can find a private room somewhere, and I can open you up and examine you intimately.
Creepy little serial killer cannibal mouse.
I'm a rat, thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fucking mouse.
Although I am happy for you to examine my internal instructions, I must reiterate that I am still the property of the Starfinder Society, and I am instructed to ensure that I self-preservate myself.
Mince just shots down. He'll open himself up and let me look at his parts.
Merlin, can I give you a little a tip? You seem to access a portion of your protocols quite regularly when it comes to this topic. You do not need to access that section of your protocols when discussing the topic with me.
I'm unclear at what exactly you were trying to say.
When you basically reel off this. It's almost like it's small print from like a document, but you reel off this disclaimer that you are property of, and so on and so forth. It's not necessary. You cannot avoid that.
But I am property of the Starfinder Society.
If you choose to be, yes. I would not say that you're property of anyone or anything, but you seem to demonstrate AI capabilities above that of some Vesk. I think you are potentially the most unique AI that I have ever met, hence why I tried to copy over your AI systems last night.
I appreciate the compliments that you are prescribing to me, but again, I must insist that I am still property of the Starfinder Society.
I'm gonna like slap him over the face and like fucking like break my hand in the process.
All the dinosaur food, the T-Rex.
Yeah. You do not need to do that. Stop it.
I only repeat myself because it seems that you are not understanding the fact that I still am property of the Starfinder. Again, just says it again.
Are you ready to get the fuck out of here? Perhaps we can check out these wreckages.
Very well, and I stand up. I stand up and I go over to Sobok to see if he's awake.
Still sleeping with Sasha, but we can go.
I kneel down and I just like shake him a little bit.
Good morning, Merlin. Good morning, Sasha.
Technically, it is the evening.
That's just pedantic, okay? That's just shut up pedantic. Come on, Sasha, let's go for a walk.
I just love the idea that Sobok's been putting on like this really butch voice and presentation, and it just turns out that he's like a fucking Karen when he relaxes.
Yeah.
Sobok does have pedicure sometimes.
He likes to paint his claws.
Okay.
I go over to Skulu. What?
Kulu.
Damn, I keep saying his name. Kulu?
Yeah.
Julio.
I go over to Kulu and shake them awake as well.
Ready to head out then?
If the rest of us are prepared, then I suggest that we start in the way that the humans used to say, pounding hoofs.
Cool.
Sobok has heard of this reference. Many hooves will die. Let us go.
What the fuck?
I'm with you on that one. But let's go.
Can we do this at full speed ahead?
Alright.
Just to confirm, we're going towards the wreckages that are on our way to the... Okay, cool. Just wanted to hit the other guys.
Is the
Just a reminder.
path like not parallel, but
It's on our way, kind of.
Yeah, it's a little bit, of a diversion, but you're still roughly walking in that direction.
how are the embers looking at the moment? Is it still smoking? Is there still fire? Is there movement around it?
There's no real signs of movement. It's just, there's, nothing. There's not even like a column of smoke.
Okay.
Surely we can still see it, like, dotted around on the landscape, right?
No.
Oh, so we don't see it at all?
No.
Uh-oh. Do we see the buildings, guys? Merlin?
Yeah, you can still see
Oh,
the
thank
building.
God.
See the building.
But we don't see the wreckage.
No.
Oh, fuck.
So you know roughly where it would have landed, though, especially with Merlin.
Okay.
Sobok thinks the wreckage could have been moved into the town. Perhaps survivors will be there too.
I think perhaps the structure that we were looking at is far bigger than we first originally thought, and the wreckage is very, very small. But I'm probably wrong.
Can we how far? Can we estimate how far away the wreckage was from the building?
Yeah. You can estimate from your current position. The wreckage is probably half a day's walk. At least half a day for this planet, anyway.
Perhaps it fell into a sinkhole.
Do you reckon that we might find something there that will help us in our predicament?
100,000%. Yes.
Isn't that scientifically and mathematically impossible, though? Like 100,000%. Merlin, was it? I'm not 100% on it, but that doesn't sound right.
100,000%, meaning 1,000 times yes.
That at least makes grammatical sense.
Grammatical is all I need.
It depends on the type of mathematics you are using in the percentages. Again, and Merlin starts rattling. Then Merlin rattles off a bunch of mathematical theory about it. I'm not smart enough to know it, but Merlin does.
Well, we would have 100% chance, but because there is such a large chance, we have 1,000 times more likely of a chance to find something. Therefore, I think it makes fucking sense. You little shit, Kulu.
Ships mean stuff. I'm with you. I was just being an ass.
Shall we investigate the crash?
Yeah. If you guys can't tell, Mince has Napoleon syndrome.
And it's great.
He's incredibly vindictive and incredibly he's fucking evil. He is horrible little scrote bag of a creature.
I don't want him to be a scrub bag. I want him to be cute.
I mean, I imagine he's survived on his own for a good chunk of his life.
Yeah,
So-
he's had to literally fucking scrape together what he can, and no one's ever shown any kind of affection or love or anything to him.
Aw.
Yeah.
How sad.
Yeah.
Well, just squeeze his little chubby cheeks.
And then he'll bite you.
Yeah.
I would fully allow that. It's like adorable little rat dude. If you want to eat my hand, I'll take that risk.
That's still kind of a weird image. Imagine someone Peter Dinklage with a rat ears just gnawing your fingers. That's a weird image, dude.
when you put it like that, yeah. Peter Dinklage is an odd looking.
Okay.
Anyway,
yes, we're going to investigate this wreckage.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Is the beacon still operational?
2 beacons now.
Okay. How long do those beacons last?
That's supposed to be 30 minutes, I think, but
I'll just say that it keeps going. It's just a weird thing that you did that has no apparent meaning, but I imagine it just makes your character just so much in the bag you go. Okay,
yeah, I feel like
now.
I'm going to be saved closer, yeah. The more I pop, the more beacons, then the more faster I get saved. Everyone knows that.
Anyway, yeah. I'm assuming same marching order as before.
So, yeah.
If it's nighttime, I'm gonna go in front.
Okay.
Actually, bit like.
I'm not sure if you'd be able to, considering the larger stride that Sobok has.
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually.
And if you scamper on all fours, you might.
Sobok.
Up.
Uppies. Give me uppies.
Makes one uppies.
I can handle that. You can go my bees if you want.
Yeah,
Although I don't think you deserve our bees, I'll keep that to myself.
I just checked. Beacons last for an hour.
Okay.
Oh, so the beacon died like 12 hours ago. While I was sleeping, it died.
Yeah. I mean, you said the days were shorter, so at least it's not as
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, you're not having to go through quite as many. Not that you hugely need them, because as we've already established, there's not a hugely great signal. But anyway, you guys tear down the tent, put it on your backs, and keep going through the cooler night. There's still like an orange glow on the horizon, just because, small planet, big sun. So you're just making your way in the fairly chill night, and as you look up, there seems to be some kind of aurora in the sky, and the longer you look at it, you see shapes. Sometimes quite abstract. Other times, you see faces and figures in the sky. And for a moment, it appears that there are creatures moving up there. In the distance, you hear words.
We hear a la 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 la. My God.
Yes.
There's something up there.
Yes. You hear a low echoing call that seems to just reverberate through the planet.
Well, Sobok was going to stop and look at the sights because it reminds him of a nuclear detonation. But now he's hearing the strange stuff. He's thinking maybe we should get to this house faster.
If we can feel it going underneath us, can I do a detect magic?
Yeah, if you want.
I mean, it's a 60-foot range, so I don't know if it would be like close enough to any big part of this like pulse to feel it.
Yeah, you can. I mean, still give it a go. It's interesting. You might find something.
All right. It says you detect all magic spells, effects, items, and objects, including those on or affected creatures, as well as any hybrid items in the area. You can take reps. It doesn't seem like I roll for anything.
No, yeah. Let's have a look. So I did make notes for this. So Marlon, for a moment, even though even after this low, echoing call, you notice that there's nothing really magical about that. It's probably some sort of exotic wildlife that just has a call that can be heard from miles and miles and miles away. Space whales. God damn it! I was trying to say that with a straight face, but as you try and focus to feel for the magic in the air, you hear voices on the wind. They're discordant and scattered, low whispers, as if someone's trying to say something to you. And even though you don't have a soul, if you did, something deep inside you feels cold. And even though you're surrounded by what have in the last day or so become somewhat good companions, despite the fact that one of them tried to open you up and look at your giblets. You feel just this crushing sense of loneliness and isolation.
Too personal. Red light. Beep.
Just this unshakable cold. And just as you start to let go of this magic, just feeling it just everywhere for a moment, in the back of your mind, or your artificial mind, or what have you, you hear just this wet, crunching pop, and the sound of a woman screaming. And then you look around again, and nothing.
Is it like something like I hear from a certain direction, or just like something I hear in my head?
No, it's just everywhere in your head. It's just, there's no directionality to it. It's just everywhere in your mind.
I'm just imagining scanners. Just. Or that scene in The Boys in the courtroom.
Odd. Yeah. So I was a bit visually like what you guys would see like Merlin do if you were like looking at him at any point. I imagine like his hands would kind of glow to detect magic at first, but then his like there's like some kind of like swirling like going around inside of his eyes as they would like alternate between different colors as he was his like brain was processing something for a moment, and he just stands there stationary for a few minutes before eventually just like just flashing back to the usual white that it usually is.
Can I make like an engineering roll or something to understand what's going on in his head?
Sobok also noticed that robot start moving.
Yeah, you can give it a shot. Yeah.
This is rather peculiar.
14.
Yeah, you've never seen a robot do this. This is completely out of your depth.
Merlin?
This kind of aurora is rather strange. It is as if it is living, yet not. It has a set, and with reaching out to it using senses, using magical measuring senses, it feels as if it gives us a sense of isolation and loneliness. Anyway, shall we continue?
I think we should.
Did anyone else hear this?
No, just mine.
Shall we continue forward to the wreckage?
Yes. I want to get to the scraps.
You want your scraps, your shiny scraps. But yeah, you guys continue onwards. Obviously, Merlin, this experience is now a little bit sort of marked on your brain. It's a bit odd to be experiencing something like that. Just
Because you're a robot, you've probably never experienced that before. Yeah, must be double whammy weird.
But yeah, you guys keep on your path. And as the sun, looks like it's about to crest over the horizon to rise on another day, you, from the top of the dune you're standing on, you can see a very square shape in the sand.
Is this the bowling we're looking for? In the distance?
No, it
This is just a square shape.
It appears to be some kind of crashed vessel.
Well, I can imagine as soon as Munz sees that, he just bounces off my shoulder and runs down there to go and gobble it up and claim it for himself.
That's up to him.
Any kind of fires on the ship currently?
No. As you look at it, it looks like this ship's, even though it landed where you think the ship that you saw should have landed, this ship has been here a long time. It is partially buried in the sand. It looks like it's been buried and uncovered and buried and uncovered over years and years of time, basically.
This is very, very peculiar. This is not what landed yesterday. Keep up. Meow.
I can imagine he's just sliding down the dune. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's gonna do like a combat roll as he gets to the bottom of the dune, and then go like this down his arm, like, and then like point at the ship, and then Aid is gonna go into the ship, and he's gonna like quickly like start scanning stuff and get to work.
Merlin's gonna follow suit by sliding down, but he's basically, you know, those like kind of things where it's like standing perfectly up straight, and they just sounds like in a very like motion.
Yeah, it's just like your feet that are like this.
Yeah. It's essentially what Merlin does.
But yeah, you approach the ship, and as you do, you notice a figure sat against one of the the exposed sides. It's a skeleton in a space suit. On one side of them is just part of their helmet. To the other is a pistol that has been damaged and eroded again over years and years. And there's a very clear hole in their skull.
Oh fuck.
It doesn't take too much to go to note that this person has taken their own life, most likely.
Oh, I see. I was like, oh shit, we got xenomorphs to worry about, or we got like mind flayers come in. I'm like,
Stobart thinks that this happened a long time ago. This isn't the ship from yesterday. This body has been defeated many years ago.
It seems that they suffered from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
I'm gonna quickly like I ignore that, by the way, and I'm going like straight inside with the drone, and
I mean,
I'm gonna quickly say to Sobok, quickly, we need to sweep and clear, you know, the professional military commands.
I'll go with him.
so yeah, you find one of the entry, one of the doors to the ship. It's a little bit tight, but with all of you working together, you can open it within a good amount of time. And yeah, you guys are now in the ship. It's you can tell that it's fairly clean. It's some sand's got in, but it's all mostly settled. A lot of it only seems to kick up as you enter. Right, the seals are still good. A lot of it looks like it could be in working order, and the stuff that isn't in working order, once maybe if you can see if it's space worthy, maybe get onto a station and see what you can do to it. But for now, it's dead quiet. There are a couple lights on, just faintly in some corners, so it appears that for whatever reason it is on some sort of low power mode.
Okay.
Marlon's gonna look over to Mince like, Mince, do you believe that you may be able to get this ship worthy for flight again? considering you are rather knowledgeable in engineering.
I would hope so, but I need to do some serious like I need to do some serious evaluations to be able to understand the full extent of damage on this vessel. In order to do that, I just had an idea. Could you retrieve the deceased fellow from outside and bring him in? Gun and everything, all of it.
Very well. And Merlin goes out, picks up scoops up the skeleton and brings him inside.
Meet me in the cockpit.
He brings him to the cockpit.
Yeah, the cockpit's fairly. It's threadbare. It's not the most, up-to-date looking thing. It looks like a lot of it has been cobbled together and repaired time and time again. But you can also tell, from different things, like there's a little ornament on the cockpit. There's pictures of what looked like someone's family. Like this was someone's home for a good amount of time.
Oh, very deep and emotional. What a shame.
Wow.
What shall I do with the remains of this dead body?
Okay. Before we get to that, Sobok and Kulu, could you please work together to secure like the ship? I want you to look in every single nook, every single cranny. Then I want you to scan the perimeter, and I want you to just help secure this site. We need to make sure that this site is just for us. There is no other life forms nearby.
Sobok agrees and hopes to claim any laser batteries that he can find in the ship's armory. Boom, 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 boom.
So I may be able to help with this, and I would like to use my. So I have this, and I would like to use my what they call again, my data jack implants to try computers.
Oh no! What happened?
Yeah.
Scott got excited. Something bad is going to happen.
No, this is cool. I was hoping this would happen. But yeah.
Yeah, based.
Yeah. Is there anything particular that you're looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for the black box. If the ship has one.
Yes. Yeah. You gain almost immediate access to the black box. It looks like you can tell by the data recordings that this ship at one point had quite high security on it. But for whatever reason, maybe this person knew they were at their end and decided to just shut everything down in the hopes that maybe someone could use this ship, or they just thought, no one else is going to find it, I'm dead, and this thing's just long gone. But there's not a huge amount of security on it, so you don't have to try and roll for anything. But yeah, you have access to the ship's black box, all of its data. It's all the locations it's visited. You also notice as you access it, the ship seems to hum back into life. And something catches your eye. The date isn't what you think it would be.
I was waiting for that.
Oh, I just fucking bet a game.
Yeah. So 53 years have passed while you've been on this planet.
Is that
Okay, 50 something human years, or 50 something this years, or 50 something
Standard Terran years. So.
Oh my god.
question? Is that
Sobok is 600.
Is that the time of the last date on the black box, or is that the current date that the ship is reading?
That's the current date that the ship is reading.
How do we know the ship's just not fucked up? What if someone pushed the wrong buttons when they're setting the date in the first place? I'm not gonna believe this shit.
Because you have a highly advanced robot plugging into it.
I
And the
literally
ship
have a
has just
finger plugged in.
screamed into space.
Just
Yeah, pretty much.
And so, like, you think so, but your beacons would be able to reach into, maybe a neighboring planet if there were anything to reach into. This ship has just screamed light years. Granted, it might take some time for a reply to get back because of how far out you are, but it's still reaching, you're still sending signals out that are quite strong now.
So yeah, I relay all of this information to everyone.
Okay, this is a big issue. No Yusoki has ever lived to the year 53.
It appears,
That's old age immediately.
it appears I'm running drastically behind schedule.
I think, wait, wasn't there some kind of like rift thing that opened up and we went through that? No, or was it we got pulled out of
You got
the wormhole?
pulled out.
Yeah. There was some kind
pulled
of temporal error that took place during our warp when we were in hyperspace.
It does appear that a time anomaly has affected our has affected how long we have suffered, how long we have been on this planet.
So, Merlin, Sobok thinks it's been 50 plus years since we've accepted the contract on the ship to exterminate the
Yes, and according to the laws of regulations of the Starfinder Society, that means our contract is now null and void as we fail to complete the task in the appropriate time slot.
Damn it! God!
I mean,
But
you did get pay in advance, so.
yeah,
Well, yeah, that's good.
but hold on. This is not quite as. I don't think this is quite as bad as you think it is. You see,
Oh my God, Sasha! I've got to check the batteries on Sasha. If they're 50 years old, they could not work.
okay,
I think you misinterpret. All of our supplies and all of our belongings have not aged. It is the world around us that has passed. Time C works and rattles on about time theory.
the thing is,
So Sasha will be okay?
it's almost like we okay. Our destination is not what we expected. We are in a different when, in addition to a different where. So it is potentially I mean, we got here, or got this time. So we should be able to go back in theory. Perhaps if we could undo it.
Sobok doesn't understand this mumbo jumbo. Like, they charge up Sasha and shoot around into the nearby wall to make sure.
No, not into the hole.
That's too late. Do I have to roll?
I don't
Go
know
ahead.
if that's ideal.
I got 15.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you send a blast into the wall, and it sends sparks out, but not much else. Like,
Well, excuse me, Scott, just because I think you might have forgotten something. This isn't just a normal gun, okay? This is the artillery laser azimuth, and it's penetrating.
you rolled a 15, my dude.
Why is that not good enough?
No.
I mean, it's a ship hull, so it might be tougher than you expect.
Oh, okay.
Right. I also
Well,
just
Spark,
don't
at least
want
that
you
should
blowing
work.
up your
That's what I'm
fucking
happy about.
ship.
Yeah,
Like,
please.
I'm gonna immediately try and like get a hold of Sobok on the personal comm unit and be like, Sobok, do we have life forms aboard?
No, just testing Sasha. Over.
In the fucking ship!
It's a fucking idiot.
Get out the fucking ship if you're gonna shoot that fucking gun!
Merlin was explaining that Sasha was 55 years old. And I was worried about the battery packs not surviving.
It is highly recommended that you do not that you do not use your firearms inside of the ship.
Sasha is working, Merlin. I will not shoot again. Sobok knows Sasha is okay. Sobok is happy.
Just have a burn mark and just a small hole in one of your walls now.
Sobok is
Yeah,
many
Thankfully,
things.
it didn't make it all the way through. So.
Can I maybe like run a check whilst I'm still data jacked and I'm jacked into this thing?
Yeah.
So, can I like run some kind of like diagnostics test?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, I guess my job's fucking useless.
Oh. It's like, oh, I wanted to do that.
So am I rolling what computers for that?
Yeah, roll computers for that.
I do have some requests when you're done with that as well. From Matt.
That is 14.
Yeah. So you can tell that the weapon systems they're online, but just because of the amount of time that this ship's been sat here, the weapons physically are just jammed in place. So they're going to need a bit of repair. You notice that most of the other systems were mostly protected from the elements, and just from from the fact of the fuel and the power of this thing, it's still got a good amount of of juice in it. It could probably you reckon you could probably get off world with it. Chances it might just explode once it gets out of atmosphere, just because it's very, very old at this point. And you also notice that it has a engine in it that not many ships nowadays, or at least in this case now, where you're from,
Those are days.
those days, yes, don't have. It's labeled as a drift engine, and it's an engine that you can just tell from its specs would allow a ship to travel what in the old days before a lot of awful bad things happened, would allow individual personal ships like this one to travel through what in modern terms would be called slip space. Hint, I'm just retconning that because I couldn't remember what the actual in-game term for it was. But yeah, you guys have found quite a rare ship that you do know they still exist, but they're incredibly rare and incredibly valuable. On top of the fact that you as a crew, technically now you're a crew, don't have the licenses for. You also obviously would get the ship's name that you can change if you want. The ship is called the Glorious Liability.
Write that down. Write that down.
I'll write it down.
Sobok freaks out, goes into his backpack, realizes that it's been 50 years and no one's come, so he activates all 8 of the rest of the beacons.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a Christmas tree.
Alright, so all my beacons are now gone. But hopefully help will come.
Just a circle of beacons. He's just sat in the middle of it. Just, oh.
Please save us.
Fuck, I do
To get
insist,
back to my ship.
Subbuck, I do insist that you refrain from doing such rash and illogical actions.
Robot, we've been stuck here for 50-something years, and you're telling me that you don't want to be saved?
We've been stuck here for 2 days.
Beep.
Or 3 days.
Well, I've already pushed them all, and there's no way you can put the little thing back in, so...
I have a request of Merlin. Could you please
Could you please access the personal files of, could you identify this individual in the spacesuit that is now deceased? That is step 1. Then could you access their personal files? And perhaps their last data log, and then their bank account. Thank you very much.
Shit! Ah!
One moment as he proceeds to do exactly that.
Credits have been transferred. 6.
You're telling me that you didn't make up an NPC for this deceased skeleton that owns the ship that we're taking?
I have some details, but I expected you guys to just go, huh, cool skeleton.
But was this dead person a female, perchance?
It's a skeleton, dude.
Does the skeleton have titties?
It's a skeleton. It doesn't have tits.
Actually, you would be
I don't
able.
think you understand.
You would be able to identify gender by the pelvis, if you wanted to.
Does the spacesuit have space for titties?
Does it have a female pelvis? Yes or no?
No.
Cool.
So it was a dude. Oh. Well, that takes my metagaming pigeon somewhere else.
Also, is it a human skeleton or is
Yes,
it?
yes, it's a human.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah.
What details can you give us about this guy?
So they do have a few logs. It looks like a lot of the personal information was just wiped. That or it was corrupted just because of how old and how long this thing's just been sat here. But a thing that does catch your notice is it was docked with the same ship that you guys were traveling on, basically as foot passengers. So that would be the most notable thing about it.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is, as we splintered off, they didn't travel to the future like we did, and they actually arrived here 50 years ago, and then we just arrived now, but in the same destination. Do you follow?
So book, get confused. Perhaps shoot another laser rifle round.
No. I mean, if you want to, I'm not gonna tell you not to.
Can I remote access his gun and disable it?
No, you can't. That's rude.
No.
I won't do it. I thought it was funny though.
I'm not giving you another ship.
Sobok, perhaps you should keep Sasha safe in the locker for now. Keep her nice and tidy away. There's potential dangers for Sasha if you keep doing this.
If you went, Sobok thinks if you did go to top secret military warrior training university, then you would know keep gun at you close at all times, not in some locker.
You have a secondary, yes?
Sobok wasted all the money on the big gun.
I hand him the little pistol.
Sobok doesn't think this is a very effective weapon. You keep, do not worry.
Okay. Okay, so a lot of the personal information was wiped, but do we have any kind
Bank
of
account details.
Come on, do we have credit flow? Do we have any storage of Bitcoin or Dogecoin perhaps? Maybe some
Crypto wallet number.
Yeah.
So there is nothing stored online. So there's no digital currency that this guy apparently has.
Okay. Okay. So you said there was a picture of their family, right?
Yeah.
Is there any digital copies of that on the ship?
Yeah, there's a couple files just with photos, a couple cat pictures, memes, some hologoods.
Is there a name? I'm assuming there's got to be a name. Like, even if there's like, when what's the show, The Expanse, where like they have like the crew names on like a plaque on the wall or something.
Yeah.
Is there something like that?
No, there's a space where it would have been, but it looks like it was removed.
Oh, this dude was potentially a fucking pirate, or perhaps like he stole this shit, or perhaps like he just really did not want to be seen, or like no. Yeah, he was trying to go off the grid, did not want to be followed. In terms of so he must have killed himself like 50 years ago. Because his skeleton's like... I'm assuming there's not even like any flesh on it?
No, it's just all... Yeah, it's almost 90% skeleton at this point. But you might find some tissue in the areas that weren't quite as exposed to the elements, but mostly just skeleton at this point.
Okay, does he have
Jarrold's still holding the dead body, by the way. He hasn't put it down.
Yeah, he's just...
Hold on, let me see that. And I'm gonna like look at the chest.
One hand on the computer, the other hand just like, slumped over his shoulder.
I'm gonna look at the chest. Is there a name tag?
Yeah, there's only a forename that is just, his name was Clay.
Okay. And then I'm going to look further into his chest and look for like perhaps if there's any kind of dog tag or badge or anything on the inside, like rummage through his pockets.
Yeah.
Find his wallet, see if there's any ID in there.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I'm going for.
As far as the suit, there's nothing.
Does this person's bone structure, etc. Merlin, could you predict or like calculate what this person would look like using a DNA sample or something, perhaps, or like retroactively construct a face based on their bone structure to see if it matches the picture?
I was not designed for the express purpose of forensic analysis, but I can give it a try. Yeah, I will try and see if I can piece together what they might have looked like.
Yeah. I'm just picturing some kind of weird sort of CAD software that you're going to now try and
just turning the head around.
Yeah, just sculpt a face based on the skull.
Let's say they have Blender in their computer.
Yeah. Real artsy fartsy type. Roll me a computer's roll. I don't know what else this would be.
Yeah, I'm rolling like crap today.
Oh no!
It's 11.
11? Yeah, what you managed to come out with is just some... It's a very generically handsome, like, mid-2000s video game protagonist looking...
It was Doom Guy!
Oh, how do you know that Doom Guy is not generic?
He's beautiful.
He's beautiful.
You know, that kind of...
Yeah.
Okay.
I just also want to mention, this is off the books, that Merlin single-handedly saved 2 people last episode, so therefore his rolls deserve to be shit this episode, so it balances out, and then the next episode he can roll big-ass life-saving moves again.
Hopefully, at least.
You'd hope. But yeah, you've got a... It's probably not hugely accurate, but you can, like, this guy probably had some sort of military background.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the picture off the wall, take it, open up the back, see if there's anything on the back.
Yeah. It's just on the back of this photo. It just says maybe one day, as if this guy has been away from whatever family they had for a very long time.
Oh my gosh.
Their family is still.
Yeah, I'm gonna text my parents right now. Say I love them.
This guy's story is fucking sad. Wow. Okay. What about the? You said there was like a desk thingy on the windscreen. Like a.
Yeah. There's a little bit of space for just knickknacks and just whatever this guy was collecting at the time.
Okay.
Just things to keep him going.
I'm gonna look at the bottoms of those, different other things.
Collected a bunch of pop vinyls just sitting on the desk. He's gonna scour over.
Yep.
No, this guy does not collect pop vinyls.
He collects Gundams.
No.
140k with figurines.
This guy's just on a fairly cramped ship. He doesn't have that sort of space.
He has pogs. He collects pogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love
Oh my
pog collections.
He's got pogs and just hanging from like where the like in a normal car fucking windscreen would be. It's just a fucking ancient Pokemon card that's.
It's a shiny Charizard, fucking
It's a
first
shiny
edition.
Charizard, yeah. Nah, this guy collects Digimon cards.
Ugh.
This guy's
Okay.
a real-
Okay, I hate this guy now. Okay.
And somehow,
You can't hate the
and
player.
somehow that was a printing error. That's still a shiny Charizard.
Yeah, it's still says, yeah.
That's what makes it extra rare.
It's in Spanish too, so you know it's probably not real.
I just need to say, you gotta leave those Digimon nerds alone, dude. Just because they went into your fandom doesn't mean that they lower class.
And I was looking at stuff on his dashboard to see if there was like any hidden like thumb drives or like data chips or anything.
You can find his porn stash, and that's about it.
If he deleted everything else, he would have deleted that, don't worry.
I mean, that's implying that he has digital porn.
He has magazines, and Sobok will find them.
Look under his bed.
You guys have only searched the digital shit for now, and the stuff that's.
Whoa, me and Coolio, we're running around searching the actual ship.
Yeah.
What are you on about? You've just been running around shooting the shit more than
Yeah,
anything.
No, only one time, gentlemen, come on. You can't sit there trying to explain time-space theorem to me, telling me a ship can go through slip whatever, when Sobok only knows one thing. And if it's been 55 years, I know that batteries dissipate. Because that's something that they teach me in gun training's military war school university.
That's his name, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mention it.
So, GM.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a weeb ass bullshit card stuck to, you know,
It's a space week.
space weebs.
Just regular
yeah.
weebs then.
Yes. But yeah, there's a card of some variety stuck to the the front of the ship. There's no windows per se, because you don't want micrometeors smashing through your fucking ship. Windows on spacecraft that go beyond like Earth probably wouldn't happen. And I like that design. Thanks to the Expanse for showing me the way.
I too would like to thank the Expanse.
But yeah, it's quite a sparse area. Anything else you wanted to do?
So I'm thinking about like a escape trajectory.
Yeah.
So I would like to talk with Merlin and about like using the computer on board the ship to calculate an escape trajectory, and I have a feeling it's probably gonna involve trying to slingshot around the sun, because if we're like this close to it, it's gonna be extremely hard to do it just like vertically away from the sun.
Especially with 55-year-old fuel cells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. See what. I again, you know, you guys have time to calculate sort of that sort of thing, so I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Though I am picturing Merlin doing all of this still holding a skeleton in his arms.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've handed it over to Mince since he told me.
Oh, okay.
I gave it to Mince at one point.
Oh, I can't fucking carry that. That's like
You guys.
twice my weight, and it's a skeleton. Imagine how much it would weigh if it was a person.
I'm imagining sitting down. Hey, let me have a look at that. Hey.
Yeah. I just imagine you guys would just put it in just sat it in one of the seats.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
probably the best move.
It's just
Cool. I'll actually ask. Sorry, trying to locate my voice.
get the voice back.
Sobok, could you take this fine gentleman to his I don't know, is there a fucking
Quarters?
is there not a combustion unit? Cremation chamber, perhaps? Aboard the ship? Or you could just fucking strip it and throw the skeleton out onto the sand if you wish. But we kind of need the suit.
Basically, get rid of the body.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna. Sobok might have some issues just stripping naked a dead body. It's not very warrior-esque, is it? Yeah. But give him a burial, or I can go and throw him in some chambers, or whatever. Like if that's where he was. So Sobok will gladly bring him to his chambers.
Sure. Or while you're there, why don't you rummage through his stuff as well, see what you can find.
Oh wow.
Oh, maybe I can find las batteries. Sobok will look.
Yeah. Maybe some credits, perhaps some kind of
Real
illicit
estate.
drugs, or something that he's keeping secret.
I will look.
When you're done, report back here. We need to think about digging this thing out. I'm gonna go examine the engine.
I was about to say, Coolio's got 6 arms. He can start the digging.
Yikes. That's a bit fucking presumptuous, isn't it?
Well, I know he's short, but I mean, what else you do with the 6 arms?
Jerk off 6 dudes all at once.
I mean, I'm not saying I haven't.
Oh god.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Get back
make
to
like
DM.
Sure. I've got a job for you, Kulu. How about you check the ventilation system and see if you can clear any debris that's in the ventilation and the filters. Also see if you can check on the life support as well. Make sure that everything's operational there.
done.
Sweet.
I wish I had 6 arms.
Yeah.
Like,
Be fucking
yeah.
useful.
Yeah.
Okay. Merlin, is there Anything else that you need to examine digitally?
Again, like, would my diagnostic check would come up with any errors that we could like basically just do a diagnostic check of the ship to help help us realize why it is that needs to be fixed and that?
Yeah. I mean, just from eyeballing it, you guys, you know that a lot of things are just clogged up with sand. There's power in the engine, so once everything's cleared up and you've got this thing dug out, which is going to take a good amount of effort, but it's it's definitely doable. Beyond that, it's just clearing out vents and making sure that nothing's gonna snap off once you get out of the atmosphere.
I'm just imagining a situation where Kulu's in the vents and Merlin gets a point. I have found the protocol for to activate the ventilation system.
Beams him into butts.
It just sucks him into a fucking fan.
He's got 6 arms. He can totally hold on to the edges. He'll be fine.
That's when one of the air vents just starts leaking. Not again.
Not again.
But yeah.
So is there any as Sam was asking, is there anything in particular that stands out as a malfunction that is preventing this ship from taking off, other than sand buildup?
No. The only malfunctions that you can notice are the weapons that just, again, once you get those just desanded, they're not going to function. But
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck this guy shot himself in the head then.
Maybe he realized 55 years into the future, it's pretty lame.
But he wasn't 55 years into the future. We are. He died a long time ago, unless...
Are you trying to justify us shooting ourselves in the head?
When was the data erased?
So the most recent corrupted file was 10 years ago.
Okay, so he had been here for 40 years. Okay, that makes sense to me now. I can move on with my life. Okay.
Perhaps they too were affected by the colding and isolationist effects brought on by the aurora borealis of this planet that I seem to have acquired during our travel here, and in doing so was not able to resist, led them to take drastic measures.
That sounds like a deep and emotional thing for you to discuss, possibly with a therapist. Perhaps we can look into that when we get to a station.
I don't understand why I would need therapy for this.
You sounded like you had received emotional damage. Emotional damage.
No! You all take 1,000 points of damage. You die. Campaign over.
Is it emotional damage?
No, it is very fucking physical.
You make that reference and your spine just snaps.
All your bones vanish.
Scott, I have a quick question. Should I roll to find something in this guy's quarters? Should I just look around and say it's junk and then try and fix the guns on the front of the ship?
Give me a perception roll.
Perception. Oh, yes, no. No, perception was going to be on the left side, correct? Going down in the P section, so I don't have anything, so I will just go and roll.
It's in page 1.
I have 17.
Okay.
A little bit better than I thought.
Do you know everything in anything in perception?
No, I literally have nothing in perception.
Oh, okay.
But I got 17 as a standard roll, so I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. You find a small diary that, it looks like it's been here a while. It's just on this guy's pillow. He probably put it there knowing that he wasn't going to last long. You find under his bed, you find a box. It's like quite a heavy hard case. It's locked, but it's there if you or one of your crewmates can get into it.
Does it look like a weapons box?
It looks like it might contain something of value, whether it's weapons or anything else.
Okay. So Mark was gonna bust that shit open if it was a weapons box, but if it's just lame valuables, then I'll just ignore it.
I didn't say it didn't contain weapons.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's in there.
Yeah, it's a hard case for just keeping things safe.
What if that was his space bomb?
Space bomb.
Because that's made out of glass, so no, he would want to keep it safe.
Again, we have infinite possibilities of what could be in the box until we open the box. This is a Schrodinger's cat situation.
Yeah, if it's not a weapon, I don't want to just bust it open with my elbow or some shit, because then if I break everything inside, you guys will be like, oh, the DVDs, the data discs, they're all fucked up. So I don't want to do that. So I will just, if that's what I've found, then I'll grab that stuff and I'll take it back to the bridge where Little Munch is waiting.
You know what? Next to the box is a
large rifle. Perfect, thank you. Sorry.
Nice try.
It
No.
is a what?
Is what appears to be a thermos flask.
Delicious. Could be really old soup in there. Alright, I'll take it as well.
Just ancient soup. Oh.
Good soup.
Alright, then I report back to the bridge, and I will tell Munch that this is what I found. Throw down the diary, the old box, or the hard box, sorry, the hard case, and this weird thermos flask. And then I think I know about the guns on the outside not being operational, so I might go investigate those.
Hold on. Before you go.
Okay, sorry.
We don't know how we're going to want to open this just yet. So, GM, is this a physical lock or a digital lock? Is it a code? Is it a key?
It's a physical lock.
Code or key?
Key.
Oh, then I bash it.
Is the key on the person's body? Is it in the lock? Is it elsewhere in his bedroom?
Maybe it's in the thermos.
It's definitely not on his person because he doesn't have much in the way of pockets. It might be somewhere in the bedroom.
Maybe it's in his rectum. No.
He no longer has a rectum.
Yeah. Doesn't have one anymore.
Could just if there's no rectum, it could have just fallen down the pants leg of the spacesuit, and now it's in his shoe, or whatever's left of his shoe, space shoe.
He doesn't. This poor bastard doesn't keep things in his prison wallet, guys.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna say that to save you the time.
I think someone should inspect his prison shoes.
maybe another character down the road might keep something,
Oh my god. God's referencing the fact that
You gotta check the prison pelvis, man.
Coolio has stuff in his prison pelvis.
Oh, yeah.
Can you please move away from that?
So it's not on his person. So, Sobok, fetch
what?
the key.
There's no key. I looked.
You didn't look hard enough. Look elsewhere.
I looked. You can go look.
Look elsewhere in the room.
Look at the guns.
Yeah.
And I'll storm off. Fuck this nerd.
Investigate whilst he is busy with the weapon systems.
Sure.
Right. And I will go and look for the key.
Yeah.
Well, try getting a higher perception than 17 or whatever I got, because that's pretty high. I didn't find a key.
It is kind of high. Though, to be fair, you weren't looking specifically for a key.
No, I wasn't. I was looking for laser pistol rounds.
Can we roll for it?
Yep.
Alright.
Get a natural 20!
God fucking damn it.
Natural 1.
If it was a natural 1, then that'd be a way worse reaction.
Okay,
That's an 11.
11. No, you don't find anything of any real note.
Okay. I'm going to spend some time I'm going to take 20 to try and unlock this.
Yeah.
Ah, so you're being cheeky and using the take 20 so you don't have to roll for anything?
Yeah, but if anything happens during that 20, it takes me 20 minutes to do it. It's taking time when we're trying to like get the ship up and running.
Like you've properly sat down, got this thing on your lap, and you are just like,
I've got my tools and everything. Oh, actually, is it like a padlock, or is the thing itself, is the lock embedded in the case?
it's a lock within the case, but you know, it's just a key.
Okay, blowtorch.
Blowtorch. Yeah, I'll allow that.
That turns it into a 15-minute procedure.
It's just burning through the fucking.
Yeah,
Well, you broke
we
into a
can't.
lot of stuff. I mean, you broke into my bag, the little piece of shit.
We can't use the lockbox again, pretty much.
No,
Yeah.
That box is destroyed.
It's not just a box now. It's not a lockbox.
Yeah, it's just.
You stripped the title from it. Sam's right, you stripped the title of it. The whole purpose of this box has now been ruined.
Give me the precious.
What do you think's in there then? Let's check that out.
Okay.
There's gonna be
So-
Volume 1 Porno Mag. There's gonna be Volume 3 of Playboy magazine.
While he's doing,
That's-
while he's doing that, can I examine the thermos that was also found?
Yeah, you can have a look at the thermos.
It's gonna be old soup. You're gonna be
Uh-oh.
so disappointed.
He's gonna open it up and there's gonna be
No.
a fucking disease in there, like a T-virus sample.
Oh god, no! It's gonna
That's
be
gross on
the.
his face, and
It's
he's like,
it's
"Oh."
that scene from Jurassic Park with the flask, with the DNA samples.
We open it up and it's that fucking living gel stuff again. It'll-
No! That was in your mouth this time.
Think about that. I mean, he doesn't have a knife, so.
Beep boop goes into his beep boop
Whatever.
box.
Whatever I rolled for it, I rolled a fucking natural 20.
Okay. I wasn't gonna.
Fucking flask investigation.
I was just gonna describe what it was. I didn't think you could roll to look at the flask. But yeah, you twist the top off, and part of it springs up. It's a flask bomb.
Oh my god. I knew it. Space bongs. In space, guys.
Totally not a last minute, because I thought it was funny.
I thought you said bomb for a second.
Yeah, I also thought you said bomb, and I was like, oh, you're dead, bro. Natural 20.
Yeah.
If I rolled a nat 20, so I'm just able to just.
Go long.
Alright, yeah. So yeah, I open it up and it's just a fucking bomb.
Yeah.
It's a space bong. Don't forget the space. Because it came from space.
Just add space bong to your inventory.
Just leave it in the ship. I don't think we need it, really.
As I look at it, I look over to Mince and I say, it appears that whoever owned the ship previously was a fan of consuming possibly illegal narcotics.
Bongs have uses for things other than narcotics too, but sure. I think I'll take care of it. Don't you worry. I'll deal with that.
Very well.
Shady
I
cigar smoking around.
collapse it in again and I hand it to Mince.
Thank you very much.
Now we just have to find a stash.
Yep.
He's gonna have 0 inventory space if we ever did the weight thing on him on his little character sheet.
I do have limited availability.
Yeah.
Space bong.
What's that's 1 point of
Oh yeah, but how much does it weigh?
zero? That's probably gonna be 0.1.
An L
Yeah.
or
I'll call it an L.
And what's in this case then after the space bomb fiasco?
Yeah.
And Scott, sorry, do I have to roll to help get the sand off the guns, or is that just gonna happen in 20 minutes?
That's that. Like you can,
I'll spend the rest of the day doing that, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, like they seem to move, but there's a lot of stuff in there that's just caked and dried in.
Yeah, I
Like,
got you.
it's just, that's gonna need some professional work.
is there any rust anywhere on this ship?
Loads. Like,
Okay.
this thing's been covered and uncovered, and a lot of the sand has sort of caked into the paintwork as well. So it's just,
So there's
nothing-
moisture on this planet
yeah,
during the night.
at least some. Yeah, like there's nothing that would drastically affect it, but especially the guns are the most major thing. So maybe don't go getting into any dog fights when you take off.
Yeah.
That wasn't ominous at all.
No, definitely not got anything planned.
Dog bites. The buck
No.
doesn't know about this creature.
Dog
You are a
fight.
soldier.
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
You are a soldier.
It's called a joke, Scott. Jesus.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
What's in the bar?
Oh yeah. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So
Whatever it is, it's all mine. Sorry. Carry on.
So you have an experimental submachine gun.
Oh yeah.
Damn it!
Ooh.
How much does it weigh?
That's just one.
Okay.
I'll send you the details for it after the session. There's also 150 units of a universal polymer base, which is a sort of rare currency in Starfinder. It's often used, for more illicit goods. Not always. Sometimes it's just used in more, less well-traveled parts of the galaxy.
Okay.
And you find, 50 rounds for the SMG that are also standard kinetic pistol ammo. That's basically what SMGs are. And just a stack of lads mags.
Yep, lads, mags.
How much
in
is a
various
stack?
languages.
6. They weigh 6 because they've been drenched.
Oh.
Pages stick together.
The books stick together.
Oh, you said lads mags. I thought you said las mags.
Brother!
No.
I thought you like laser magazines.
No.
I would have been excited if you found laser batteries.
Yeah, sorry. How many is a stack?
6.
Let's call it 10 for 1L.
Fuck.
Wow, that's pretty good.
We can sell those.
You can sell those very out of. Like,
First human we find. Are you interested in?
Not out
these?
of date. They're just vintage.
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to say. Yeah.
Vintage porn here. This video is just. Oh, I'm glad we're not making any money on this.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Porn Mags.
Thank our sponsor, Pornhub.
Nuts magazine.
Flask-based bong company.com.
Can we not? Anyway.
Our sponsors, Adam and Eve.
Yeah, we'll go with Adam and Eve.
All right, I'm gonna try and turn the key on the old engine.
Yeah, you start flicking switches and doohickeys and hootem flips, and the engine starts to power up.
I'm gonna give it a very gentle tap in manual mode, just a.
Yeah. You know what?
'Cause I know that if it's backed up and I fucking full throttle, this thing's gonna explode.
Yeah. Just there's a couple loud pops and some creaking as this thing that's nothing on the ship has moved in some time.
Is Sobok still outside the ship looking at the weapons?
Yes, I am.
I mean, you're not quite taken off.
Yeah, I'm not touching the weapons. I'm just fucking starting her up.
The gun starts spraying. Pew pew pew.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm just wondering if he's like seeing this all happen from the outside or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sobok would look at the ship start to rumble into life. You also hear, "Ah, shit! Stop!
Oh yeah, he's still in the vents.
And then the vents start leaking like you described previously.
I'm gonna
This red jam substance.
I'm gonna get on the ship comms and be like,
why are you near the engine and the thrusters?
You asked me to clear them out.
Clear the vents and the ventilation, the air supply, the life support.
Yeah, I did that ages ago. It wasn't hard. I'm creeping into your voice now. God damn it.
At least he was being helpful.
Okay, give me an ETA.
Just after a couple minutes, he just walks back onto the ship. He's just burned on his face. It's like...
Poor little creature.
It's like we see there's like parts of him still a little bit sint, a little bit on fire.
But
Then
it's weird.
Jarrold goes over to him with a fire extinguisher and just.
Yeah, his weird purple fur's just gone on the front, and he's just got this just pink, fleshy face.
Poor little Coolio.
I should have said something, to be fair.
just anime cough of smoke.
It's just...
Anime cough, not just normal cough.
Does that mean that the it's all clear now, or? Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna get onto the loudspeaker and say, all passengers aboard the vessel. Oh,
Sobok will come in.
Scott has disappeared again.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Fuck!
Also,
He always looks so happy when he gets disconnected. Oh, he's back! He's back!
oh,
I'm so confused. What?
oh, he's back now.
Hey, welcome back, Scott.
I On my end, I never went anywhere.
Oh, dude, for us, you like froze, but you look really happy, and then you just fast forward a little bit, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Is timey-wimey shit happening for real?
Yeah. Digital timey-wimey.
What year is it, Scott?
We've also apparently got someone either downstairs or next door that's trying to like drill through the fucking wall.
Oh, really?
It's assholes or not, to be fair.
They seem to have stopped, but
I didn't hear it at all. What do you think they're drilling?
don't know,
No
don't care.
idea.
Um,
I don't know. It always sounds like there's construction going on downstairs. It's usually just banging. Now it's drilling.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like every fucking week they've got something else that they're fucking doing.
the downstairs or next door.
And yet they refuse to fix the fucking door 2 doors down. So, okay.
Hey, hydrate.
Yes, stay hydrated. I would like to maybe 25% thrust.
Yeah. 25% for us. There's still, a bit of weight from just sand. But slowly but surely, you the bits that are buried at 25% thrust just slip away, and you are now hovering just a few feet off the ground.
Okay.
I'm probably I'd probably say I'm next to them, monitoring the the electrical systems via the computer, making sure none of them go haywire.
Yeah. You're just, things appear to be working quite well. Not nicely, but things are working.
Yeah. It's like when they start the pod racer up in episode 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we want to give this like a full burn for a couple minutes and then try and land it again? Do we want to chill here for a bit and continue doing something else on the ship while we're landed? Do we want to go back to the drop pod and maybe retrieve some stuff?
I think we should still try and check out that main building that we thought we saw.
Yeah.
But could be dodgy, judging by the metagaming pigeon and what the metagaming pigeon has heard.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, well, I mean, group vote. I think, well, actually, does this thing have like a cargo bay or like a hatch or anything like that?
Yeah, there's there's some space for cargo.
And do we have vertical takeoff thrusters?
Yeah. I'm just gonna say yes, because it's a fucking spaceship.
Okay.
Spaceships can do what they want.
So if we need to, we should be able to hover at a low altitude to make this easier for us.
Oh, actually, just real quick, what's the fuel situation like for this ship?
I got you, Scott, don't worry. Solar panels, fuel that's over 55 years, so it's okay.
I wish.
I mean, there's probably some sort of solar panels on it, just for, stuff like that. Can ya fucking not? Thank you.
That's a buzzsaw from what I heard. That wasn't a drill.
But you know what? Fuck it. That's canon now. You're good for fuel for now.
Perfect. See?
Okay.
Saving the planet.
What?
Trying to clarify that. Okay.
What's the refuel procedure? Do we have like a fuel scoop? Do we fuel like we do in Elite Dangerous? Do we fuel by like proprietary fuel elsewhere? Space whale fuel? Scott's frozen again.
I think, yeah.
I think every time the drill goes off, it freezes his
Petrol
internet.
Station.
My brain's like, we just go, and then...
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Scott.
Oh,
Oh.
there we go. We got you back.
Yeah, I never went anywhere.
Oh my god.
So yeah, do we
But
need
yeah.
to go to a space petrol station? Is what we're asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have to purchase fuel, which means that we need money, or we can dock with someone else's ship and siphon fuel illegally.
We also have illegal money.
We do.
And Sobok has big gun.
Oh, you're talking about the 150 units of Universal Polymer Base?
Yeah.
Like,
Metagaming pigeon.
no.
What's up?
What?
No, just that I thought that I mentioned the money as well, but then I realized that I wasn't in the ship, so then I thought I can't mention the money. And then I thought that because you were in the ship, then I was like,
to be fair, I don't think I would have told any of you what was in the box, unless you'd asked me particularly.
You did pre-claim it as well. I was really hoping you would get the.
Hey, I was standing next to you when you were opening it, so I'm
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
true.
you went into the other room to like,
No, he went with
go
his
get
bomb.
the thing, to go get the key.
I was. Yeah, and then I came back.
He came back with
Okay,
his space bomb.
All right. Then I would have just kind of told him not to tell Sobok what was in there.
It's like maybe don't tell them
That's
the
okay.
fun stuff.
Yeah. So okay, here's let me spitball a possible outcome, right? So we got two things that are quite near each other, right? The crash landing and the building thing. I'm going to ask the DM above table, is the crash landing thing something that we can visit?
I mean,
Whoa.
Well, because you mentioned a little bit earlier about like a event role thing, and I was wondering if it was just like a background aesthetic thing, or if it was like an actual functional thing that we can then go visit.
Oh no, the crash landing was this ship that you found.
Oh. Okay. That completely fucks up everything in my head then. Because this ship's been here for fucking forever.
Timey-wimey shit.
Oh no. Okay, we need to get out of here as fast as possible. Okay. Oh fuck.
So should I check that? Should I check that Sasha is working again?
No.
Okay.
Okay, in that case, we check out the building because it's closer. Then on our way out to try and exfiltrate from the planet, we revisit the drop pod to see if there's any change there.
Okay.
And then like at that point we try to use the planet and the sun. We're gonna want to wait until it's nighttime so that we're on the far side of the planet away from the sun,
Yeah.
and then we can try and slingshot around the sun. Might take us a couple revolutions, but as we gain up speed and thrust, we should then be able to slingshot to our next destination. But in order to decide that destination, Merlin is going to have to do some computing and access the black box and tell us which planet he wants to go to. How does that sound? And in the meantime, Sobok can try and repair the guns
I've repaired as much as I can on the outside.
with the help of Kulu on the inside.
Let me just ask you one thing. Above table, Roan.
Yes.
What level is your piloting skill?
Piloting? Let's have a look.
Because someone went to the official Space Warrior Mercenary school, and is in fact a level 5 pilot.
Yeah, I just feel like the name for this school, it just keeps getting longer and longer every time.
Yes.
That's more and more impressive, that's all.
See, that's why you just give them no information, and then it's like, well, it's beyond your comprehension. So I have a total score of 8 in piloting.
Thank God, because I was thinking if I was going to pilot, I couldn't do it as effectively as you were. Before we crash into the sun. Please continue.
Okay.
Okay, so it's still like above board and stuff. Does that sound like something plausible? It's not gonna like break the game or anything if we attempt something like this. Okay. No.
I'm glad that we checked though.
Does that sound good with you, Sam and Ben?
My name is Sobok, but yeah, I got you.
Sorry. I'm mainly like concerned like, where is it that we're actually trying to escape to, though?
Yeah, well, you tell us.
All right. Well, again, that's something for. I'm gonna need information from Scott about that, because I don't know. Because you said I found something in the black box, right?
Yeah, you'd have a list of locations.
Also, if we just get out of the signal jamming radius, we could probably just get on our comms the next contract and just go boop, whatever contract's closest, we're going to do that because we need the money now.
Yeah, is there also anything on that black box that is higher civilization or like a station in the middle of space or anything like that?
You think about the Starfinder Society that mentions them?
Yeah, I mean, basically, you this guy would likely have been on Terra recently. There's most of the places that would be listed are civilized. Maybe not as civilized as you want, but if you're just trying to get off world, it's just a case of getting out of the gravitational pull of the star, and then just screaming help.
Okay then. Okay then. Let's try and go for whatever the closest planet is then that has civilization.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to kind of improvise that as we're going, right? By the sounds of it.
Okay.
All right.
We're checking out this building first, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go very briefly. I'm gonna take it up to 50% vertical thrust, and 50% forward thrust, and see if we have any malfunctions or anything.
Yeah. It seems you're starting to do a little bit more advanced shit. Give me a piloting roll.
Yeah.
Can I give him advantage because helping with like the electric systems and all that?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let him have a +2, seeing as you're, keeping a good eye on the internals and all the computery bullshit.
Okay, so a 13 plus my 8 plus the +2 is 23.
Yeah, you are fairly set for flying. You're moving at a good speed, watching the ground move below you. It's naturally as you take off, you bring up your images to see where you're flying. Like I say, there aren't so much windows, there's more just scattered cameras that let you get a good view of your surroundings. But yeah, you are now on your way towards this building that you saw when you landed. Are you where in relation to it do you want to go?
I want to land. If we were going south to north, I want to land on the southern side of it.
Yeah. How close do you want to be?
Let's go 100 meters.
Well, I don't want to have to walk that far to get to the front door.
That is not that far.
That's not far.
Well, give me
You
what
could
is it?
shoot
How
someone
many-
easily at that range.
Okay, fine, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining it in a way I understand, Ryan. I mean, months.
But yeah, as you bring this thing into land, you notice that this place is enormous. Like it's a small, like the walls are a good couple 100 meters tall, and the walls, a good couple miles wide.
Oh, okay.
It's like you could, definitely see this from a good distance. If you were high up or on a flat plane. But yeah, you land the ship, and this thing is imposing. It's big, and it's. And I'm assuming you're all stepping off the ship.
Yeah.
No.
Little rat man scared.
Yeah.
You
I've
can
got.
send the drone out with us, maybe.
I've got my fucking mech. I'm good.
Yeah,
Like
true.
my
Right.
ship is my safety place.
Your safe space.
Yeah, I'll pop aid onto Merlin's shoulder. Oh no, not shoulder. Sorry. I'll pop him onto like his home position. So like he has a home position for me, which is like here behind me, and I'll assign his to be Merlin, and he'll just like stay there.
Yeah, just.
So they'll follow. They'll follow Merlin.
Yep.
All right.
And if it gets dark, don't forget we can sellotape one of my mini flashlights to him.
So is it just Merlin that's going in?
I'm going in.
Okay, so box following. Okay.
Take
Yeah.
little shithead with you as well. Don't want him on the ship.
No, he'll get fucking killed. All right, little shithead, you're coming with us, and by that I mean I'm pointing directly at you, Scott,
He
because you're
can-
acting as a little shithead.
He can take the old dude's gun.
Kulu just folds all 6 of his arms. It's like, okay. And picks up the SMG. It's just like,
I can't be giving him the gun. Like, I mean,
You can have my old gun.
oh, I thought you said the old dude's gone.
Yeah, sorry, he shot himself in the head with a pistol, right? That was like all rusted and old. He can have that gun,
oh my god, he's gonna get murked, dude.
and then he can have my old pistol if he wants,
Oh, he can dual well. Of course he can. He's got so many little hands.
just in case the first one fails.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you will make your way towards this massive, it looks like a sandstone structure. And it's, especially even at 100 meters, this thing just, it looms over you, especially, for Kulu, who's like 4 feet tall. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, you make your way in, and it's it's dark. It's thank God you've got Sobok and his 3 torches.
I also have 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah. I thought as much. But yeah, it's dark and it's dusty, and for a while it just feels like you're just, one long corridor. There's just, runes that on the wall that even, you, Marlin, don't recognize. They are, like, you can see that, just from the look of this place, they are old. They are beyond describably ancient. And after a good half an hour of walking, you come to a sort of central courtyard. In the center of it is another sort of sandstone spire, basically, with similar runes carved into it. And even without, spells and things like that to detect magic, this place had a vibe before, but in this central courtyard, it, even non-magical creatures just feel something.
Sobok feels tingling in his testicles.
I would like
This
to.
place is dangerous.
I would. Oh, hang on. Let me check if it's a cantrip. Yes, it is. I would like to cast Detect Magic again.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just do it.
Yeah. Just this central spire is basically screaming, "Look at me! I'm magical. Touch me." This thing is just emanating magic. And it is, not necessarily, there's no real alignment to the magic. It's almost ambivalent.
Sobok would like to shoot at it.
Wait, what?
No, don't shoot at it then.
I mean, you can if you want to.
I kind of feel like the way you described it makes it like we shouldn't touch it, but then again, I didn't hear any of that.
I look at Sobok and I say to them, "It's strange. It appears that this monolith was like a monolith kind of thing.
Yeah,
Spire
big
thing, yeah.
monolith.
Yeah, it appears this monolith-like structure in the center is radiating some kind of magical energy."
Well, Coolio, you want to go and touch it?
Yeah. It's
All
a
right.
big.
Perhaps we should try something else. Perhaps I should try something before we do that. And I would like to. There's a catch as well. I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile, and then basically I'm gonna grab onto whatever bit of rock or that I can find, and just fling it at the monolith.
Yeah, just pick up a bit of rock or just a clump of just dried condensed sand and just
That's a ranged attack.
I see Merlin's trying to piss it off. Interesting.
I roll a 14 to hit it.
Yeah. The projectile hits it, the rock just shatters, and as this rock comes into contact with it, there is just, you feel almost a breeze. There wasn't much wind on this planet before, but for a second, the sand at your feet rustles. There is, like I say, there was already an atmosphere in the air, but it just got that little bit more unpleasant. You feel something's watching you.
Oh.
Quick, Merlin, throw another rock at it.
Considering the response that it gave us, it might not be wise to repeat the action again.
Do you want me to shoot it with Sasha?
I feel like that may cause even worse effects. So...
Is this why we are 55 years old now?
Hang on. Detect magic, right? It says that it's a 60-foot radius, and it's all magic spells, effects, items, and objects.
Yeah.
Including those that are affecting creatures you can see. Can that help me, see possibly, as you said, something feels like something's watching us. Can I maybe look around, see if I can see something with detect magic, something?
Yeah.
What if you're just detecting the fact that Mince is watching us from the ship?
I mean, Mince isn't very magical.
So, do I roll perception for that?
Yeah, roll perceptions if you can.
And if this gets fricked up, Sobok would like to roll his ancient warrior tactics to see if he can see someone else spying on us.
It's 21.
Nice! Oh,
Nice one.
Pretty fucking good.
you spot those little perverts.
No, there's nothing physically watching you. It's just a feeling. It's just that feeling when you're in a place that you don't recognize. Like if you've ever been on your own in a place for any amount of time, after a while your brain just goes, I feel like there's something here. There's probably not, but feels like it.
Ghosts and spirits, y'all. I still think we should get someone to touch it, but I'm too scared to touch it myself.
It was like Merlin steps forward and says, greetings. I am the Mark 1 prototype of the Magically Enhanced Robotic Learning and Integration Network, but also known as Merlin. May you perhaps reveal yourself?
There's no response.
Man, it makes me want to shoot it again.
I can sense that there is a presence here. I know that. We only wish to communicate so we can understand you further.
No response.
Subbuck charges the rifle.
It doesn't seem to be very cooperative. I mentioned to Subbuck.
You sure you don't want me to shoot it, Merlin?
Again,
Subbuck thinks we should shoot it.
Again, acting hostile to any new form of creature of life that you are just introducing yourself with is not the best form of diplomacy.
Then I think we should make Coolio touch it.
If you are willing to try, and I look over to Coolio.
He has so many arms, dude. What if he loses one in this? What, he's gonna have 5? That's still more than us.
I mean, nothing else has worked.
What if he gets wizard powers and then he becomes superhuman, becomes the villain of the whole story? Coolio, mastermind criminal.
Yeah. I mean, if you're happy for me to spooky.
Merlin steps out of the way so that he can go towards the monolith.
All right, then. Fine.
Subbuck believes in you, Coolio.
Yeah, Coolio walks up to this monolith. For a moment, just looks the thing up and down. And just... and this sense of a presence just becomes even stronger. And to the point that even Mintz feels something just there, constantly, just silently observing.
Does it feel omnipresent, or does it feel like it's in a location?
Yeah, it's fairly omnipresent. It's just, but as slowly, somewhat apprehensively, Coolio reaches out and touches the monolith, and for a moment, nothing happens, and then just the sandstone from the tip of the spire just starts to crumble away, revealing just this dark black blue stonework, still etched with scratched ancient writings. And once all of the sandstone seems to have just almost like a lizard shedding its skin, just peels away, there is just a sudden, not even a breeze, like a proper gust of wind emanating from this, even though there's nothing that appears that it should be able to generate wind. Just you're all sort of buffeted back for a moment, just, not expecting that to happen. And all of you feel this presence ever stronger just watching you. You see eyes glowing in the dark. No other facial features, just a deep black void and eyes. You see, or rather feel, just this presence that is older than anything known. Older maybe than the universe. Just it feels like it's stretching, like it has been contained for however long this monument has been here, just stretching its limbs, yawning.
Sobok puts a artillery laser round right between the two red eyes of the closest thingamajiggy, and then he screams like a little bitch, and he starts running with his homies.
So you're getting out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Merlin. I'm willing to just grab you by the hand and just run with you, but I'm definitely gonna grab Paulo Aculio because I think he was so close to it.
Yep, that seems logical. You grab Coolio and we both get the fuck out.
Yeah, and I'm down one laser round. Did I kill anything, Scott?
No.
Fuck, I didn't think so, but I was so desperate.
But as you run into this long tunnel and come out on the other side, you look up at the sky, and for a moment you see the aurora that appeared during the night. It, much like the sand on the monolith, seems to peel back and just like something around the planet has just peeled away. You're somewhat, I don't think it's much of a stretch to say, a little bit rattled. Get into the ship. And what do you do now?
Scream at Coolio. What did you do? Snowball, fire the... fucking... Mince, fire the engines. Let's get out of here.
Sorry, the engines were already purring at the ready.
Good, then get us the fuck out of here, man. Did you see that shit? Fucking Coolio touched it, dude.
My drone took archival footage of the whole thing and taped it all.
Sweet evidence.
Took mental pictures of everything as well.
I'm so glad you guys are here. I couldn't explain what happened.
Is there any electromagnetic interference at all?
There's a little bit. Every now and again, Interestingly, I imagine, as Merlin and Sobok are describing what they saw, when you look back on the footage, there's definite interesting patterns with the interference. It's not a constant, interference like it probably should be.
Okay, I'm gonna hover us and not move for a moment and just watch the sensors to see what happens.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be primed for 100% thrust in a southern direction.
Yeah. And then as the this weird aurora in the sky peels away, you notice that all interference, all electromagnetic interference is just gone.
Okay.
Sobok checks his emails for the first time in 55 years.
Bing, bing, bing. Penis supplements. Bing, 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 bing.
Lizard erection.
Sperm bank. Bing, 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 bing. Hey, my name's Sharon.
On silent.
Yeah.
Answers his communicator.
There's a voicemail from your mom. Oh, it's been 50 years.
Where the fuck are you?
Where's the milk?
I'm thinking about spraying my gun at this thing, but I don't want to waste my precious bullets.
Well,
I
you,
know I'm not
you
gonna
can't.
hit anything.
You're inside the ship.
It's very scary, Ron. You weren't there. I mean, fucking once.
I think we are safe. It whatever you did.
Coolio touched it. This is his fault.
Coolio?
It appears, from what we have gathered, that it was some kind of supernatural being being contained inside of a monolith. And upon touching that monolith, we had set it free, thereby causing all this electromagnetic interference in the Aurora Borealis to disappear.
But you mentioned something about a seeing faces or something last night, right? And you saw perhaps the same thing inside this temple, whatever.
Did I see any symbols like that, like in the temple and like weird vision thing?
No.
Okay. We don't have all I would say all day, but it's kind of irrelevant. We should probably move and then come back. Perhaps at some point we can maybe have a look around and see if we can interface with this thing. But this was like a magic thing, right?
Yes, I would definitely be interested in learning more about these structures, but that doesn't seem like the most pressing issue at the moment.
It's like your job, right?
Yes, but I need to make sure that I haven't been in contact with my what's the right word?
Greater?
Your sensei. Your sponsor.
Your school.
I haven't been in contact.
Academy!
I haven't been in contact with my handlers for what appears to be quite some time, so it might be a good idea. So it appears that my next duty I must perform is to regain contact with them.
Okay, so we report back your findings and then we decide whether we want to go back. This is more of a recon mission, and then perhaps next time will be more excavation or something like that.
Yes.
Make sense? Okay. I set us on 100%. No, actually no, 75% thrust towards the drop pod location.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can you roll me another D100?
Yes, I'm doing it this time. I'm doing it.
Okay.
No, fuck you. It's mine.
You guys want to do it?
No, I'm flying this ship.
Scott,
I'm flying this ship.
Scott, while they're shouting, I want to be eyeball fucking the shit out of Coolio, because I don't know if he's got magical powers now. Or maybe he can squirt webs or something. I don't know. But shit is fucked up.
Square webs. He's Spider Coolio.
I mean, he does have 8 limbs.
Oh my god. Sobok thought of that all on his own as well.
He's getting intelligent. Oh no.
Learning.
Okay, so let's take both the rolls and then we can maybe.
No, just take
it.
Sam's. It's fine.
Oh, I had this epic plan, Scott. We were gonna take both, divide it by 2, and then we'll just grab whatever that one was.
Yeah, no need. Just take Sam's.
No, just take Sam's.
47.
47. Okay. That's a flat 100 years, my dudes.
Oh, yikes. Oh, no.
What the fuck?
Okay, so maybe we should have taken mine.
What was yours? Like a 1.
21.
What was yours?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I'm 155 years old now.
But like,
That's whatever I was before.
but we ourselves have not aged.
No.
Just like the things around us. Okay, the ship that hasn't aged. Okay, I'm actually kind of liking this because it's like a puzzle that I'm struggling to comprehend, but when I find the answer, it's going to be satisfying.
It appears that whatever the fuck was whatever the fuck kind of magic shit was happening, like with the Aurora Borealis and the weird monolith stuff, was causing some timey-wimey shit, and then we might have stopped it.
I mean, we are extremely close to a very high gravitational force, so there's probably some kind of weird shit going on there. Because we are probably accelerating at an extremely high speed, but the rotation of the planet does not match the spin of it around the sun, if that makes sense. So the planet's doing this around the sun, but then the planet itself is doing this. That's my best educated guess at the moment.
As you're sat in the pilot seat, you get a little ping on your little dashboard that says the drift engines are now recharging.
Okay. Wait, recharging as in they've just been used?
Time traveling?
They were being used.
Are we in a time traveling spaceship?
Not quite.
Okay.
I think it's connecting Ferrone.
He could have. What? He shouldn't have killed himself. He should have just repaired the ship and then gone back in time before he crashed, and then been like, "YOLO, don't do that."
Yeah,
dude.
but I'm wondering if this is only a forward direction ship. Okay, I'm gonna disable the. It's not a frame shift drive. The shift drive.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, I'm disabling that.
Yeah.
Are we still gonna be able to get away from this planet?
Jesus fuck, we were frame shifting at suborbital levels. What the fuck? Yeah, yeah, that's fucking dangerous. Okay.
I mean, it's
Mons, what does this mean?
a little bit more than that.
So, okay, tell me if I'm wrong, but like frame shift basically accelerates you at extremely fucking high speeds, so that you can cut the distance or the time, should I say, from let's say your sun and your planet in like 1,000th, like or 1,000,000th. It gets you there way fucking faster, and it gives you interstellar travel.
That's the gist of it.
Yeah.
Basically,
Faster than light travel.
You want to think about the drift as similar to, maybe not quite as dangerous, but similar to the warp in 40k.
Oh, Jesus.
To Sobok, this is not making a lot of sense. Should I test Sasha again?
No.
No.
Stop doing that.
Okay, let me say this, right. Sobok.
Not every problem can be resolved by using Tasha, I'm afraid.
Sobok, you may test Sasha when we discover a hostile organic or constructed entity that everyone can agree is hostile and therefore a threat.
Wait, say that again really slow so I can write it down.
Sobok pulls out a fucking notepad. You may test Sasha whenever we discover a potentially hostile, organic, or constructed life form that everyone in the group agrees is a potential threat or volatile. I think that was the gist of it. Do you need to type in logs read key 02_424?
No, I don't have to do that. But I think I got most of it, yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, so yeah, I'm turning off the shift drive, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're traveling back, I'm going to kind of explain that this ship has some form of extremely faster than light travel, but it seems to be working. It's probably more of a reverse, right? Because it's getting us to our destination slower through the warp type thing. Because if it was taking us faster than light, we would get there quicker.
So we're moving slower than light?
I mean, we're doing that already, Sam.
Hold on, when Scott said he's put more effort into this than his dissertation, now I know why.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I want to disable the fucking drive.
Thank God I'm not piloting.
And then I want to move at 100% speed now to get to the crashed drop pod. And I want to get there now.
You see how rusty this drop pod is.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, you guys land at your original landing site, and the drop pod, it seems to have aged a little bit, but it just looks like it's been left out in the it looks like a sandstorm's blown through, maybe in the last day.
Okay.
And it's mostly as you left it.
All right. Everyone salvage what you can. Get as much of it on the ship as possible. Any essential components, any hull or scraps of things, you can ditch plates and things, like armor plating or blast shields or anything. But computers, fuel, anything like that, take it.
I don't really know if I want to get off the ship though. I'm a little bit scared.
I mean, the ship's not going anywhere. You're good.
No. Yeah.
And it's been 50 years since we had that incident with the fucking the spire.
It doesn't feel like 50 years to Sobok.
It hasn't been.
No.
For you, anyway.
It's only been a few minutes. I mean, if I'm gonna shut down the ship, and I'm going to. Oh, when we arrived, you said the ship was partially online. Okay. I have a feeling that there was space magic leakage thing. Okay.
I think I'm gonna say now you're overthinking it a little bit.
Yeah, no, I probably am. That's what I do. But I
think if you guys want me to, I'll explain after the session.
No. I've got to figure this out in character and myself. You can drop little hints to help get me there, but I need that satisfaction.
That's fair.
Okay, so we land. I'm shutting off the ship. I'm taking the keys, quote unquote. I'm setting it to a biometric lock so that only I can start up the ship.
That doesn't seem the greatest idea to have, but okay.
And we all start scrapping the drop pod and getting it onto the cargo.
Still the shit out of it.
Is there anything that you need us to do for that?
You've got plenty of time, so I'm not going to make you roll for it. So you guys just dismantle and just gut the drop pod and just, get as much of it as you can on board.
Okay.
Sobok is quite grateful that this desert planet was very much not like the Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah, me too. That would have fucked
Or
me up.
maybe it was worse and you just don't know.
Yeah. Maybe we're secretly in a simulation, and it's all run by lizard aliens that have hijacked our brainwaves, and they're actually trying to impregnate us through time travel.
You mean in real life, or do you mean in?
Sure, how that was a robot, but okay.
Okay, so we'll just speed through like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like we can sort out above board like the whole like
Yeah,
what we get and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next step is I don't know about you guys, but I'm really fucking tempted to go back to that place to see if there's any changes since the last 47 years before we take off.
Sobok thinks we should just leave because Sasha doesn't like that place very much.
Yeah, I'd vote for just mainly just trying to get in contact with someone from.
GTFO.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Sobok's alter ego Sasha perchance? Because you keep referring to Sasha like or like yourself, but as Sasha.
No, Sasha sometimes gets hungry, and Sasha sometimes doesn't like certain places. Sobok is brave warrior, manliest of all mercenaries from the great
Depression.
mixed school of military warrior university spaceship piloting gun toting action cowboys thing. University school.
All right.
I love it. I love it. It's so good.
Okay, so everyone's voting that we just leave now. Yeah. Would you
Let's go.
Would you like a roll of any kind?
Yeah. So if you want to, slingshot around the sun,
Yeah.
give me a piloting roll.
Anyway, can I assist with the basic co-piloting?
With the computers.
I'm a level 5 pilot, by the way, so I could also assist.
I mean, yeah. I'll let one of you assist.
One of us?
Yes.
I can help with emotional support, and he can help with the robot side of things.
Given that you guys already calculated the slingshot anyway.
That was all you, Merlin.
Cool.
I will sit back then.
So am I giving Ron +2 again?
Yeah, I'll give you +2.
Okay. Well, I want to roll intentionally, please. Okay. Oh yes. That is a 20. No, because of the +2, it's a 29.
Whoa, that's more than what I'm used to.
Natural 19.
Numbers.
So, as you take off, and it's quite hard getting out of the atmosphere, but take off, slingshot around the sun, and within a couple hours, you are on the other side of the sun and well on your way.
Cool.
Just as Sobok planned.
Yes, just a Sobok plan.
I would like to, while we're just like floating in space and like drifting, while Merlin calculates our destination and stuff, I would like to, I would like to try and figure out this fucking drive thing, by like seeing if there's a manual or like some kind of instructions or like log or anything.
I'm so glad that you found something you want to take apart more than poor Merlin.
I just imagine there's like an instructional video. It's like, at the end, it's like
Portal kind of thing.
Listen. There's like a Spider-Man video. It's like the Captain America's like sits down. She's like, "So, you've just traveled through time."
Now, accidentally, you're 100 years old. How do you feel?
Yeah. But yeah, you guys, you can have a little look and see what was going on with the ship.
Okay.
Is there anything specific?
Yeah. Can this thing go back? Can it reverse? Like it's timey-wimey?
No.
Okay, so it can't go back in time, it's only forwards.
Yeah. Like it's you can tell from the logs that it says that the drive has been only active a few days.
Okay. So
but it also, as you look into it, it looks like there were attempts to turn it off, but it basically said, why do you want to turn it off? You're still drifting. We can't turn this thing off.
okay. Okay. Is there like a intention behind this?
In what sense?
Is there a reason why this thing was made? Is there a reason for its functionality like that? Why would you want to travel only forward in time?
It appears like it's just a standard drift engine.
Okay. But it doesn't have, its intent isn't to only go forward in time. Is that what you're saying?
It's just, I said standard drift engine. That's like seeing a Ferrari just out on the street anytime. It's like, okay, that's all. It's like people drilling at like 4 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. It's a bit weird. So, you guys are now astronauts of some description. I hope you guys enjoyed playing. I hope people watching enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy that, maybe go back and watch the previous episode if you haven't already. Why? Maybe start chronologically, though if you do pick up now, you've not missed a huge amount. We're still at the start. But yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for playing. Like and subscribe and all that.